Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Rose quartz is just so pretty and feminine, so it's really easy to put it in jewellery. And another one like amethyst, you know, people recognise it, people know it. There's a lot of lovely myths and legends behind it as well. And I think you can put it in bridesmaids' jewellery. If you mix it with colours like amazonite, it looks really pretty, really classic. I just think it makes soft, summery jewellery, and I like that about it.
Rose quartz is a gemstone which I love in equal measures, firstly because of its myth and legend, and also because of the way that it looks. The myth and legend of the gemstone, the fact that it's the gemstone of romance, of partnerships, the gemstones of friendships as well. The way that it looks, the quality that you can get from Jewellery Maker is superb. We seem to get that really, really fine balancing act of colour and clarity. We seem to get that mixture just right. It's a fantastic gem, and you can get it in some amazing carat weights as well.
Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes his DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
And breathe. I'm here, just. How is everybody? I hope you're all good today. What day is it today? Oh, good afternoon, of course. It's midday. I'm confused, I tell you. We've got some absolute treats coming up for you this hour. If you are new to us here at Jewellery Maker, welcome to the Jewellery Maker family. And if you are a regular, we've got a slightly new format now. As you may or may not know, the 12 o'clock hour every day is all about education. Yes, it is. I feel like I should have a ruler and a hat and a board just here. I feel quite authoritative. Anyways, this hour is all about quartz for you. Now, quartz, it's one of the most abundant gemstones on the planet. In fact, it's the second most abundant gemstone on the planet. Because of that, we can bring you great prices because there's so much of it. It's not really rare, so it's not like, you know, we're going to have to put prices up. There's not a struggle to get hold of quartz, so we're not putting prices up. We've got so much for you this hour, and do you know what? I'm just going to try and get through as much as I can and tell you a little bit about quartz as we're going through. We're starting with a customer request here. This is Herkimer quartz that you've got here, but unfortunately there's only 9 available. So really, really limited quantity for you here. So you must be very, very quick to come in for this. 9 chances, RERU83 is your code for this. Now, quartz as a family, as I say, is one of the most abundant gemstones on the gemstones. Now, there's 2 different types of quartz. So one is your crystalline and one is your cryptocrystalline quartz. Now, your cryptocrystalline quartz, basically during its formation, the crystals are so tiny that they're actually microscopic. So with your cryptocrystalline quartz, you may be looking at agate, you might be looking at jasper, you could be looking at, you know, your opaque gemstones, those kind of gemstones with your quartz family. Your crystalline quartz, you might be looking at your Herkimer quartz, you might be looking at amethyst, you could be looking at citrine, rose quartz, already allocated. Brilliant! $9.95. I'm so sorry, there's me waffling away about quartz. This is what's going to happen, you see. I'm like, I love this education hour because I can talk even more. Brilliant. Okay, rutile quartz does look a lot like Herkimer. So your rutile quartz, I've got a little bit more time with you now on this one because we've got quantity. Brilliant. Now this is actually very much like your Herkimer quartz. Your rutile quartz, beautiful gemstone. Now no two will ever be the same. So with quartz, say if you're getting your crystalline quartz, which might be amethyst, citrine, your more transparent quartz, you see rose quartz, your smoky quartz, where you look at the gemstone and everyone might be the same in colour, which is great. But this is a completely natural gemstone where no two will ever be the same. You've got rutile inclusions within every single gemstone here that makes every single one as individual as you and I. And you've got 30 carats of your black rutile quartz here. Your faceted rondelles, I beg your pardon, not faceted. Your plain rondelles, 2x1 to 4x2 millimeters in size. That's a 30 centimeter strand that you've got here. Now, as I said, because it is the second most abundant gemstone on the planet, we are able to bring you phenomenal price tags. So whenever you are looking at the majority of the quartz family, you're looking at something that, you know, is relatively easy to get hold of, that we can get great deals on. So we are going to pass those deals on to you. NDRU23 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655 or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Lots and lots of you there. We are going down in price. If you missed out on the Herkimer quartz, get quartz into your stash, and it's one of those gemstones, isn't it? The family, everybody knows of the quartz family. You know, how many of you got amethyst in your stash? Pretty much all of you, I'm thinking. That's from the quartz family. It's such an incredible gemstone. Lots of you coming through on the phone lines and on the web. Text messages coming through there. NDRU23. Got mine, couldn't resist, says Sharon in Essex. Sharon, I do not blame you. Well done. This is the hour to be coming in and taking advantage of these incredible deals. 0800 644 655 NDRU23. Actually, quartz has been known as a chameleon gemstone because it's been used to imitate lots of other gemstones, you know, because a lot of quartz is dyed. So we can actually, in the industry, if you like, make quartz look like a lot of other gemstones. So it's often referred to as the chameleon gemstone. And years and years ago, Roman times, you know, and ancient Greeks and Romans thought that this gemstone was ice, believed it to be ice, that you couldn't melt. Yeah, how incredible is that? Imagine that. $6.95, 30 carats, ice that doesn't melt. I think we need some of that for our alcoholic beverages. Okay, wow. Oh, look at these. Oh, one of these, long drop in a pendant, gorgeous. Any coloured wire would work fantastically. The great thing about clear gemstones is that you can really go to town on your designs with your coloured wire. If you've got any fuchsia pink wire, if you've got any of your chartreuse wire, running that through those gemstones there, you'll be able to see that colour, and that colour will be carried through that clear quartz there and will look beautiful. You can create some really statement pieces with these. You've got your faceted hexagonal prisms here. 20 by 11 to 28 by 10 millimeters in size. That's an 11 centimeter strand that you've got here, and you have 7 individual gemstones there. 175 carats. That is over 20 carats each. 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, yeah, over 20 carats each, well over 20. You know, wire wrapped, as I say, any coloured wire, long drop in a pendant. How beautiful would that look? Great thing about clear gemstones is they go with anything and everything in your stash, from your findings to your wire to your gemstones. There isn't anything that these won't go with. And look at that luster. Look at the way that they catch the light because of the faceting. They're so mesmerising, aren't they? With a light gemstone, you've got the brilliance and you've got the luster there as well. CDRU85. Lots and lots of you on the phone lines already. Now we should be at $17.95. £5 off you today, back in your pocket. Are you a spender or are you a saver? Are you spending that £5 on something else, or are you going to save it for something else? I was spending it on something else this afternoon. Brilliant. 175 carats, loads and loads of you coming through on the web and on the phone lines. 30-day money-back guarantee. If you are not 110% satisfied, we will give you 30 days to make your mind up. In that 30 days, you can have a look anywhere else. You can see if you can get this quality, this value anywhere else. 30 days is a long time to think about it, isn't it? Sylvia in Cumbria, Katrina in Greater London, Lameela, you're there on the phone lines. I beg your pardon, you're not, you're on the web. Sarah in Yorkshire, congratulations to you, you're there on the web. Lots of you on the telephone lines this afternoon. If you do have a phone in your hand, press your number 1 button. That will put you straight through to the call centre. You can confirm straight away and get your purchase. Don't miss out on this one. One of my favourite of the quartz family. Have a look at these. Ooh. They are. I was just looking at them thinking these don't look like flowers. They really don't look like flowers. They're leaves. They're beautiful. Have a look at these. Now, one of my favourite of the quartz family is rose quartz. You know, lavender quartz, rose quartz, you get that certain diaphanity to the gemstone. The diaphanity being the transparency. And what that does is it allows the light to travel really, really slowly through that gemstone. So it creates this beautiful ethereal inner glow on its way. And I have to say they are my favourite of the quartz family. The rose quartz, the lavender quartz, just dreamy. Rose quartz, fantastic with your amethyst as well. For all of you that do have amethyst in your stash, the pinks and the purples, I think they go hand in hand. And if you love the pinks, you generally love the purples and vice versa. The shapes here are fantastic as well. You've got these beautiful carved leaf beads here. They're going to add such attention to detail to a design, aren't they? They really are. And because of these shapes, you could use those as flowers as well. You could use them as petals, couldn't you? And create some beautiful tiara designs, maybe in your hair combs as well. 12 by 8 millimeters in size. Your leaves are there. I'm just going to have a count for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, approximately 34. Approximately 34 gemstones. 20 pence each for rose quartz. Don't mind if I do. Make sure you're checking out nice and early for you. 0800 644 655 at £6.95. If you've got any ideas about what you'd like to see on the educational hour, do send us a text message 60777. Start your message with the word JM Studio. We'll take notes and we'll do our best to bring you exactly what you want to see there. PXGP02. Also, go and have a look on Facebook. And also, while you're there, let us know what you'd like to see. Have a look, like our page if you haven't already, and let us know what you'd like to see coming up. We are all about family. We are like one big family. Somebody said to me the other day, how's the new pad? I was like, actually, do you know what? Our new home, I feel like we're on a family holiday. That's what I feel like. Everyone's in such a great mood all the time because we're in the middle of the countryside in a mansion. I kid you not, we are. It's fantastic. Life doesn't get any better than this, I tell you. PXGP02, £6.95. There's loads and loads of you there. 80 carats, phenomenal. Ooh, cognac. Cognac. Have a look. Oh, look at these. Oh. Christmas tree decorations. Oh yes, your wine glass charms. Okay, these are phenomenal. Now, for a minute, if we just forget about the carat weight and just forget about the gemstone for a minute, which I know is very difficult, look at the shapes and the faceting that has gone in to these gemstones. Now, every single one has been faceted to perfection. I'm just going to take you around the back there as well, because look at the faceting on the back of the gemstone. I would be quite tempted to set these coulee up because I want to show off that faceting. It is incredible. Now, we don't let any lapidress on our gemstones. We have the most skilled lapidress, the cream of the crop. If you are purchasing gemstones from us here at the Genuine Gemstone Company as a whole, you are safe in the knowledge that we employ the best lapidress in the world to cut our gemstones for us. We cannot fault them in any way, shape or form. Now, to look at this, you might think, oh, I'm sure that's very easy. If you ever get the chance, just give it a go, because I can tell you now, if I tried to facet one of these gemstones, it wouldn't look like that at all. And you could give me an hour or two to do that, and I still wouldn't have the result that we have here. So the time that has gone into this strand alone has to be hours and hours and hours. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 individual gemstones. 20. Now, if I was to sell 2 of these in a pair of rings, I would use solid sterling silver and nothing less, because of the work that's gone into these. Stars, of course, they're everywhere right now. These are going to be really, really popular. 2 of these, minimum of £30. Minimum of £30 on my craft stall. $34.95. Not today. Oh, I never get called Mrs. Stewart. And now I do feel like a teacher. £24.95. We've taken £10 off for you today. On my craft stall, I'm getting my money back on 1 pair of earrings, 7 to 10 millimetres in size. If you've got any citrine, again, another member of the quartz family, citrine with these, oh my days, that would look incredible. Maybe just one of these long lengths of chain in an earring, gorgeous, really, really Christmassy. And sorry for all of you with OCD, that is obsessive Christmas disorder. It is only, I think, 10 weeks today, 11 weeks, yes I do. I blame Jewellery Maker, we had Christmas in July. It's totally our fault. $24.95 you are ZC78. One of those wire wrapped into a ring would look incredible. In fact, you could have the entire suite if you wanted to, or maybe just one of these as a delicate charm on a simple stretchy bracelet. That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Okie dokies. Brand new. Oh, you know when there's just some gemstones that make you smile? Oh, look at the colour. Brand new. Wow. Now, we shouldn't really have new strands in this hour. Again, rule book. We don't have one. These are stunning. Look at these shapes. Look at those colours. Oh my days. Now, the more and more I look at different strands, I've never decorated my Christmas tree with genuine gemstones before, but there's certain gemstones that really work well with light. So actually, I'm quite liking these on my Christmas tree this year. Wouldn't they look fantastic with that light there? Now, however you have these, whether it be in earrings, whether it be one in a pendant, you can see it's all about the way that they catch the light, isn't it? They are on fire. Now, when we talk about gemstones that get you attention, when we talk about gemstones that are not for the shy and retiring, if you don't like compliments, I wouldn't wear this gemstone, because my goodness me, that is unbelievable. They are incredible. That's like cosmic, yes, indeed. You've got the purples. You've got the blues, you've got the yellows, you've got the oranges there. One of these, long drop in a pendant, as that catches the light, oh my gosh, are you going to turn heads? I need some of this in my life. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 individual gemstones here that are 12 by 11 to 23 by 15 millimetres in size. Look at that luster. That is incredible. Iridescence, all of those colours that you have, they are just like nothing else we've ever had. They really are spectacular. 170 carats of your Mystic Rainbow coloured coated solar quartz. You can see how it gets that name, can't you? Solar quartz. It just looks like something from outer space. It's incredible. The formation of this gemstone is incredible as well. You can almost see that crystal formation within every single gemstone there, can't you? And the colours, what couldn't we put with this gemstone? Everything's going to work, isn't it? You know, your amethyst, your purples, your peridots, bringing out those greens, your citrines, bringing out those yellows there. Oh, I've got some budding beaded jewellery here. Oh, look at this with the blue. This is fabulous. Our lovely Anne. Anne, high five. This is gorgeous. I mean, look at that. I'm turning it ever so slightly and just look at the colours. It's like, if we could physically put lights inside gemstones, I think that's what it would look like. That is unbelievable. And Anna's just used 7 of the gemstones here. You've got 19. Did I say 19 or 17? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 6. I did say 17 gemstones. So you'd have 10 left over. One of these, wire wrapped into a ring. Oh, $8.95 already. Oh, look at that. I want one. I think I'd be getting my money back just on this ring alone for the entire strand. That is fantastic. And you've got that metallic shimmer there as well, haven't you? We know, we've seen it all at London Fashion Week, Autumn London Fashion Week. $6.95, your metallics all over the catwalk right now. 0800 644 655. Nancy in Warwickshire, Francis in North Yorkshire, you've got 2. Collector in Somerset, Collector in Louisiana, Helena in County Tyrone, Fiona in Dumfries and Galloway, Collector in Greater London, Simone in Italy. I will deliver yours personally. Linda in Cleveland, Mandy in Essex, Collector in... Oh, aren't you lucky if you love jewellery and you live in Italy? You are lucky. You've got some of the best boutiques, I tell you. £6.95. Do you know what? I would be restranding onto a simple necklace, and do you know what? I'd be multi-buying it even from there. Oh my gosh, aren't they incredible? I love the sizes. Even the smallest ones that you've got on this strand are sizable enough to be a statement ring, aren't they? They really, really are. Loads and loads of you coming through, and lots of you multi-buying. Collector in Berkshire, you've got 2. Linda in Cleveland, you've got 2. Francis in North Yorkshire, you've got 2. Well done to you. Rhiannon and Ruth Nicat in Surrey, you're there as well. Collector in Merseyside, you've got yours. Well done. Janet in Flintshire, you've just got 2. Can I just say, if you haven't started dialing yet, you still can. Do it now. Always a really good tip. Always good to have us on speed dial, because you never know. Sometimes have us on... I know, do you know what? I haven't had anybody on speed dial for years and years and years. Until I started watching Jewellery Maker. It's such a good way of going to the front of the queues, because it does get very, very busy here. $6.95. Annie Merseyside's got 2. Sharon in Carmarthenshire, you've got 2. Janet in Flintshire, you've got 2. Collector in Berkshire, you've got 2. Linda in Cleveland, you've got 2. Francis in North Yorkshire. You are the very first people to get your hands on this strand. Brand new. And do you know what? You could potentially be the last as well at $6.95. I don't blame you for multi-buying, because that is an incredible purchase that you've got there. If you've got any rainbow coloured hematite in your stash, if you've got any pyrite, wow, that would look incredible, wouldn't it? This is a going out gemstone. This is your reason, when you get this home, this is your reason to organise that night out with your friends, with your girlfriends, definitely. 0800 644 655. And we've got a text in. Can we see a close-up of the necklace design again? You can indeed. Look at that. And do you know what? The great thing is, whatever coloured wire you've got in your stash at home, it will work with these gemstones, you know, from your blue to your chartreuse to your pink. This just allows you, this gemstone, to do so much with it. You know, if you want to just use your silver wire, if you want to use your copper wire, your antique bronze, it's all going to work. AKRU73 is your code for this one. £6.95. There's some days, and I mean it in the nicest way possible, I just wish I wasn't here and I was sat where you're sat, so I could get these deals. AKRU. Actually, yeah, I shouldn't even be here, should I? Never mind. Okay. Ooh, wow. Golden rutile quartz. Now, I think this is one of my favourites. I know I love the lavender quartz, I love the rose quartz, but golden rutile quartz for me, individuality, and I talked about it with the Herkimer and the other rutile quartz that we had. Individuality often comes at a huge premium, doesn't it? You know, if you're buying something that's a one of a kind, whether that be a piece of jewellery, whether that be an item of clothing, whether that be a painting, you know, don't be surprised if you're looking at 4 or 5 figures for something like that. Individuality, to me, you know, having something that is a one of a kind, I think when you really think about it, it blows your mind, doesn't it? I mean, nobody else on the planet, and that's over 7 billion people, is going to have exactly the same rutile quartz as you. Even if you want a pair of earrings, they won't match, because no two will ever be the same. You've got that individuality, but because it's in quartz, we can bring this to you at an incredible, incredible price. Now, the inclusions that you're seeing here are rutile inclusions, and they are completely natural. Now, it's often referred to as Venus hair or angel hair, and you can see why, can't you? They literally look like shards of gold within the gemstone, don't they? Just look at the way the light bounces off those inclusions. It's like shooting stars through the gemstone. They are incredible. And this is the work of Mother Nature. That, to me, is just unbelievable. You know, through its formation, somehow Mother Nature has managed to get this little bit of magic captured within a gemstone and make it completely unique to you and nobody else. How amazing is that? Surely, you know, for something like this, oh, look at this one here. Wow, just look at the rutile inclusions down at the bottom there. They are spectacular. And look at that gold. You know, if somebody, gold, that's what I mean. If somebody said to me, that's actually gold in there, I probably would have believed them quite a few years ago, because that's exactly what the rutile inclusions look like within this gemstone. You have 90 carats in total. 90 carats, 9 by 6 to 15 by 4 millimeters in size. That's a 25 centimeter strand that you've got there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 approximately you've got there. Now, again, this is a tricky one for me. If you were to ask me about selling this on, because for me, yes, it is quartz, so it's a very abundant gemstone, but on the other hand, it's rutile quartz, so you're getting something very, very individual and unique here. So again, weigh that up. You know, if you are selling these on as well, you've got something very unique there. You've got a one of a kind, essentially. JMRU52 is your code for this one. And again, you know, some gemstones, you just look at them and you think, yes, that would go brilliantly with amethyst, or yes, this would go brilliantly with peridot. For me, I wouldn't put this with any other gemstone. It's a standalone gemstone, and with your gold coloured wire, wow. $14.95, last of stock. We're going to take this down even lower for you today, so well done. If you've already checked out, don't worry, nobody pays any more than anybody else. You will all only ever pay the final low closing price tag. Today, that is just £9.95. And again, you know, you might think, okay, well, at £9.95, there's quite a lot of earrings there. There's a few pendants there as well. You know, I would say £9.95 for this one gemstone down here in a pendant. Steal of a deal. I would snap that off your craft stall. I really, really would. That's beautiful. Oh, look at this one. That's the thing. With these strands, you can stare at them for hours and hours, and you can see something different every time you look. I mean, look at that. Could we have got another? I say we didn't do it, Mother Nature. Could she have got another inclusion in that? That's absolutely packed full of inclusions. It's the one gemstone where inclusions can actually increase the value of the gemstone. You know, generally we look at gemstones and you don't want to see inclusions. This is one of those gemstones where inclusions can actually increase the value. It's one of the things that we're looking for when we look at this particular type of quartz. £9.95, Cheryl in South Yorkshire, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Catherine in West Yorkshire, Wendy in Gloucestershire, Susan in East Sussex, Collector in East Lothian, Collector in France, you're there, Paula in Essex, Collector in Greater London, Valerie in the West Midlands, well done to you. JMRU52 is your code for this one, and we've got so much. We're only halfway through the hour. Brilliant. Excellent. Another half an hour of quartz for you. Let's go Smoky. Actually, I say I wouldn't put this with any other gemstone. Smoky quartz, actually. Righty-ho, where are we? Ooh, faceted. Oh, wow. Smoky quartz. Now, this is the very first gemstone that I bought here at the Genuine Gemstone Company 10 years ago. And you know what? And this is the absolute truth. On 2 occasions, whilst wearing my Smoky quartz, it's a ring, I've had 2 offers, cash money offers, to take that off my hand and give it away. Both times, no. I love my Smoky quartz. Now, I always refer to this as the evening gemstone. And it's not officially, it's actually kunzite that's referred to as the evening gemstone. But for me, Smoky quartz has such an evening glamour. It's that smokiness. I think it's a sexy quartz, don't you? It's just got that gorgeous femininity about it, hasn't it? That real elegance. Do you know what? Smoky quartz and pearls, absolute match. Now, these, perfect for simple stretchy bracelets. Earrings, they're so sizable. At 10 millimeters, I quite like this. I want 2 stretches. 2 stretches, gorgeous. Now they are faceted as well, so not only have you got depth of colour, I know quite often I'm saying here that if you've ever heard the term the lighter the brighter, so generally with lighter gemstones you get more brilliance, which is the light that comes from within the gemstone. So generally when you're gaining colour in a gemstone, you sacrifice brilliance, which is that internal light. So with a lot of gemstones that are deep in colour, we tend to facet so that you get the sparkle as well as the colour. Some of us are all about the sparkle, some of us are all about the colour, but if you want both, you definitely have it in this gemstone. They are stunning. AG, PO. Can I just say that's a should be price tag? £9.95. Look how many you have on this strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Approximately 39 gemstones you've got in that strand. And we're at £6.95. Now this is one quartz that's going to be a big hit on your craft store. If you've got any pearls to put this with, you've got that gorgeous Art Deco look that everybody will love. The vintage glamour is everywhere at the moment, isn't it? £6.95 works out to 18 pence per gemstone. 18 pence. Wow. Kirsty in Australia. Well, I'll go to Italy first. I'll deliver Italy first, stop off there, and then go to Australia. Brilliant. Bespoke service. Yes, I like that. I think we should do that. Kirsty in Australia ×2. Well done to you. You've got to at that price tag, haven't you? You really have. I'm sure, Kirsty in Australia, you have told us before where exactly you are. For some reason, I think it's Melbourne, but I'm not. Just remind us, Kirsty. 60777, just so we know where we're going. 690. Isn't it like late at night there? Early hours, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Katrina in Greater London. Diane ×2. Well done to you as well. Mary in Hampshire, you've got 3. You've got 3. Now, simple stretchy bracelets. Excuse me. If you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, do you know what? Anybody can make a stretchy bracelet, can't they? Simply threading this onto some of your elastic. Job done. It's as easy as that, and it's great on craft stores as well to have your stretchy bracelets because one size does fit all. It's fantastic. And even if you wanted to, and I wouldn't do this, but even if you wanted to be really generous and just sell a simple stretchy at £5, I couldn't do that for half of this strand. 115 carats ish. Yeah, not for me. At least £10. Kirsty, I'm in Gympie, Queensland. Yay! Gympie Gold, yes, I have. There's something else as well, literally the last couple of days that I've heard about Gympie, and I can't remember what it is. I've been reading something. Thank you for joining us, Kirsty, at the wee small hours. Night owl, you. Linda in Surrey ×2, Ronald in Cornwall ×2, well done to you. Collector in Angus, Gemma in Somerset, Collector in Greater London, well done. Citrine. Crackled quartz. Oh, now this has to be the most fun quartz. Oh, wow. I mean, look at these. Look at these. They are spectacular. Now, I think, and I genuinely do think that a lot of people frown upon crackled quartz because, you know, it's clearly dyed. And there is nothing wrong with that. The fun that that colour puts into this gemstone is incredible. Now, what we do with crackled quartz is we heat it up to extreme temperatures to make the gemstone crack. And then we fill those fissures with the dye, with the colour, and then we cool it down really quickly. And that's what gives us the crackled quartz. But look at that colour. If you look at the way that the colour runs through the gemstone, it's like veins within the gemstone. It's beautiful. They are just gorgeous. And those colours, again, they're going to allow you to put these with so much that you've already got in your stash, whether that be a wire stash, whether that be a gemstone stash. One of these, see for me, I look at these and I think children's jewellery or festival jewellery. Something really, really colourful. So you could just pop one of these into a Kumi himo bracelet, into a macrame bracelet. It could be, again, going back to basics for those of you that are beginners, a simple wish bracelet. So a wish bracelet, you can take any thread you like, simply thread it through the gemstone, and you attach your wish bracelet to a piece of card. Have a little poem on there. So it could be an actual wish, it could be about friendship, it could be about love, hope, whatever you like. And that could be your £1 piece on your craft stall, if you like. Or it could be that you're a mother and every week you find your child's book bag full of invitations, as I do. You know, we're talking 3-4 parties a month. You know, my son has a better social life than I do, and he's 7 as well. So, you know, if you're finding that actually these children's parties every week, they're getting pretty expensive. Wish bracelets, again, great gift idea. They really, really are. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 28. So, even if you wanted to do, as I said, wish bracelet at £1, £28 in the Strand for you. £2. Do you know what? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? It really, really is. Simple jewellery making, entirely up to you what you do with these. They're fantastic. And they're so, so colourful. I'm just thinking simple stretchy again, you know. Look at that for rainbow colour. This one here. The actual dusky pink one. See, yeah, see, it's hard for me to pick one because I think you've got these neon apatite colours here. You've got the colours of apatite, you've then got the colours of rose quartz, you've got peridot colours. This is kind of swaying me towards Padparacha sapphire. You've got a real Padparacha hue within this gemstone, so it's, you know, I'm kind of going for this one as my favourite, I think. But then again, do you know what? If it's your strand, you don't have to pick a favourite. £9.95 at YVGP15 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. £6.95. I did tell you, didn't I? Quartz, we're going to bring you fantastic prices for the entire hour today. £6.95. So, so affordable, isn't it? For all these gemstones. I mean, where else could you get 490 carats of genuine gemstones for £6.95? I mean, could you get one of these in a bracelet anywhere at £6.95? Costume jewellery at £6.95? We say no to faux. Right. Where am I? There we are. Where am I? Who am I? Sleep deprivation. It's the spiders. Can't sleep properly. Yeah. No, I don't want to. Martha just said there's a really well-known brand of sleeping tablets that knocks you out. I recommend it. I don't want to go to sleep because then the spiders might get me. 220 carats of your cleared quartz you've got here. How pretty are these? Do you know, I'm thinking bridal jewellery with these and bridesmaids as well. You know, maybe you've got a simple stretchy of your rose quartz. Just popping one of those in there. How pretty would that look? Now, you know, I mentioned faceting and how difficult faceting is and the time that goes into a strand that is faceted. Can you imagine trying to achieve this look by hand? You know, the look of a rose you've got here. Beautifully carved, again, to absolute perfection. There's not one that looks out of place on this strand. Again, we're bringing you a clear gemstone. Therefore, with any other gemstone, it will work. Any other coloured wire, it will work. Any of your findings, it will work. With clear gemstones and black gemstones, I'm always saying, you know, whatever you can, just get them into your stash, just to simply top it up, because you never know when you might need them. These simple earrings, again, long drops, really elegant pair of earrings. Again, you've got that lightness with the gemstones, so you're going to get so much light from within the gemstones, so much brilliance. In earrings, with that movement, you really will see them sparkle. They will look divine. 10mm rounds you've got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 39 approximately you've got on this strand. That's a lot of gemstone for you there. And that's a big old carat weight at 220 carats. OJ GP 04, £11.95 for you. Not today. Again, we're looking at quartz for the entire hour for you today in your educational hour. Are you sat there with your pen and paper taking notes? I hope so. You'll be put into tension otherwise. That's how I feel today. I feel like a teacher. I think we should have a blackboard. Maybe if we could get a blackboard and then I could write the chemical formula for quartz on it or something and get, I don't know. Do you know when you say something you think, it's SiO2, something like that. I know that. There's a lot, you know, there are a lot of formulas to remember. I can't remember them all. $9.95, incredible price tag. OJ GP 04 SI. That's going to annoy me now. You might have to check that for me, Martha. Brand new amethyst. Have a look at these. Ooh. Are these Zambian? Oh, yes. Okay. Amethyst, as I pointed out at the start of today's show, amethyst is part of the quartz family. If you have a look at the quartz family, you will be shocked and amazed, I think, to find what is actually in that family. You've got amethyst, you've got citrine. Obviously, there's your gemstones with the name quartz in, like your smoky quartz, your rose quartz. Jasper is in the quartz family. Agate is in the quartz family. There's so many gemstones, so many varieties of your quartz. Amethyst, I think, is one of the most popular. Now, Zambian amethyst, about, oh gosh, now this has got to have been, I reckon, 3, maybe 4 years ago. When we were in our old towers back at Eagle Road, Steve Bennett, our CEO, came into the building one day, and I can remember it still today, and we were sat in the office and he was raving about something, which he does quite often, and it's absolutely fine. You've got to come and see this, you've got to come and see this. And so, of course, everybody gets up at the same time, and then he was like, hang on a minute, I can't fit you all in my office in one go. So literally, by appointment only, one by one, we went into his office to see what this commotion was all about. Steve said, I have found you guys the best amethyst I have ever seen in my days. And it was Zambian. Now, the parcel that Steve had, the jewellery that Steve had in his office to show us that day, there were no more than 24 different designs of jewelleries. The majority of them were set into 18 karat gold. Now, that's the kind of precious metal that this gemstone deserves. You know, when it comes to emeralds, for emerald lovers, a lot of you may know that it's all about Colombian emeralds. And that's the emerald that is the most sought after, and sometimes the most valuable emerald out there as well. You know, when it comes to particular gemstones, there's a certain location that you want to be looking for. When it's amethyst, you want it to be Zambian, because with Zambian amethyst, you are getting an amethyst that is completely natural with the most spectacular depth of colour we've ever seen in amethyst. I mean, this is so deep. Of course, we couldn't treat this. We couldn't enhance this gemstone to make it any more amethyst than it already is. This is cream of the crop amethyst that you have here. Steve Bennett is the CEO. You know, we all trust him because he's been in more mines than we've had hot dinners. He's done a lot of gem hunting in his time, and he knows, I mean, we know our gemstones, but Steve Bennett, my goodness me, you know, if he's saying this is the best amethyst, this is the best amethyst. It really, really is. That colour, the richness of colour that you have there is just phenomenal. 12 millimetres in, I mean, look at that quality. Look at that colour in those gemstones. You know, I think, if I said to you, close your eyes and think of the colour of amethyst. And now you open them and you see this, I bet the colour you were thinking of wasn't this good. I bet it wasn't, because that is just above and beyond my expectations, certainly, of what I think amethyst should be. It is, in my opinion, and Steve Bennett's opinion, the best we have ever had, and it is part of the quartz family for you, which is why it's in this hour. 360 carats, brand new strand. This amethyst would not be with anything else but solid sterling silver on my craft stall. This is cream of the crop, with pearls, with citrine, with peridot. That's going to look incredible. £19.95. Premier price tag for you today. We're going lower, and believe me, we should not be going this low. 360 carats at £16.95. If we're seeing this gemstone, if I've seen this gemstone set into 18 karat gold on our sister channels, we know that the quality that we're looking at here is exceptional. This is the best, the cream of the crop of amethyst you've got here. UPKY01 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. Lots of you on the phone lines and on the web. I would be multi-buying. I really would. Sorry, lovely, which one? Ooh. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Now, these two together, you've got two very, very high-end gemstones here. Citrine also being part of the quartz family. And citrine is actually next month's birthstone. Yeah, it's November next month, isn't it? Do you know what I thought then? Is it November next month? It is. Yeah, it's, you know, we often think of summer, don't we? And sunny days and sunshine when you look at citrine naturally, but you'd be surprised to hear that it is actually November's birthstone. So if you're doing any of your birthstone pieces, then maybe get this into your stash, and look at that with that amethyst. Oh my gosh, we've got like two of the highest end strands here, haven't we? They are gorgeous. Now the citrine, again, when we talk about quality, a lot of the time here at Jewellery Maker, we're bringing you bead quality gemstones. This is not bead quality. This is gemstone quality. These are the kind of gemstones. You know those little boxes we bring you? You know, our little exquisite collections where you might get 3 gemstones in a box that have been, you know, faceted, expertly faceted and polished. Connoisseur's collection. You'd expect to see these in those boxes, wouldn't you? Look at that. Look at the facets. They are concave faceted. So with a concave faceted gemstone, which is perfect for these, what that does is it just draws the eye into the centre of the gemstone. So again, you've got the lightness of this gemstone. So I suspect that the lapidress would have taken the rough of this gemstone and just thought, wow, look at that colour. The colour straight away, if it could speak, it would be pow. So the lapidress has looked at the rough, looked at that colour, and then thought, right, I'm going to make the best of this colour. I'm going to show that colour off to the best of its ability. So it's being concave faceted. So that really does make the light play beautifully with the gemstone, and it just draws the eye into the centre of the gemstone like a kaleidoscope. Like if you've ever driven in the snow at night time and you've got your headlights on and the snow's just coming towards the lights and you get lost inside it. I do that all the time. I know, isn't it weird? It's like that, isn't it? It really is captivating. And you know what? Again, lapidress, 11 out of 10. Just look at the quality. Look at the faceting on these gemstones. I wouldn't have had them any other way than concave faceted. They are beautiful. So again, it would have to be solid sterling silver. Solid sterling silver for sure. Little drops in earrings, because they are so high end. Do you know, I'm going to go with a minimum of £60 for a pair of earrings. Minimum, absolute minimum. One of these in silver wire, especially those bigger ones, I'm going £80. £37.95. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 individual gemstones you've got there. Every single one giving you that phenomenal, phenomenal colour. £3 each, just over. Can you imagine? Can you, do you know, I really hope that none of our lapidarists watch this programme. In the nicest possible way. If I put all of this work into this gemstone and I knew that we'd taken these down to just over £3 a gemstone, I would be straight on that phone. I would not be happy. The time again that's gone into bringing you just one of these gemstones, I just can't believe that price tag. £37.95. I would not bat an eyelid if I was bringing you one of these today at that price tag. One gemstone. 0800 644 655 BXZC 31. There we go. Oh. I want one of these in a ring. Wow. This cut that we're seeing here is the cut that you will see a lot in diamonds. And if you ever see this cut in a diamond, it will be of exceptional clarity, I tell you. You know, you wouldn't be looking at a poor quality diamond of this cut. You would be looking at the absolute best. Now you're looking at a rectangular shape step cut gemstone here. Now, there are not many gemstones that can have this cut. There's not many gemstones at all that can take it. Now, when you are giving a gemstone this cut, there are very, very few facets within the gemstone. Therefore, the table of the gemstone, which is the surface of the gemstone, can you see the light reflecting off that rectangular shape just at the top there? That's the table. Now, because that is so large on a step cut gemstone, that gemstone you can see right into. You can see in there, you can see if there's any flaws, any inclusions straight away. So it's only gemstones of exceptional clarity generally that are cut in this way, because you are getting to know all its secrets when a gemstone is cut in this way. One of these for me, wire wrapped into a ring, wow, just phenomenal. That brilliance, again, you've literally got bars of brilliance within that gemstone there. The light is just bouncing off them. 14 by 6 to 15 by 6 millimeters in size. Let me show you the whole strand. I got those. It's hard to see which way around they go because they're clear and because of the shapes. There we go. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These would work very well for my new project. Oh, I need them. I need them. Oh, there's only 13, 12, 9. Oh, £18.95. I only want one strand. This is like the finishing little touch to my masterpiece that I'm working on right now. They are phenomenal. Can you see there? Look at the clarity. Look at the clarity of these gemstones. I've got to have these. Please, can you just leave me one strand? Can we find a strand? Can I have this strand? Have a look at these. Oh, what do these remind me of? The colours. What is it? Watermelon, I guess. Wow, oh look at that, there's something else, those is the colours there. They are gorgeous. Solar quartz, you can see how this gemstone gets its name, can't you? You can see that beautiful crystal formation within the gemstone there that makes each of these so individual. You've got 295 carats of your mystic coloured dyed solar quartz there, 25 by 23 to 37 by 30 millimetres in size. They are absolute, they're massive. Absolutely massive. Something from the 90s, Martha's thinking that these remind her of. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, some of you tie-dyed clothes. Yes, I did once upon a time have some fabulous tie-dyed dungarees. Oh no, let's not talk about that. 295 carats in total. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 individual gemstones. Do you know, I'm just going to hold these up for a second, if I may, because against a block colour, they are going to look fantastic. Long drop in a pendant. Look at those. Wow. 0800 644 655 GU VX92. 9.95. That is phenomenal. One of these, oh, do you know what? The girls would love these, wouldn't they? They really, really would. Look at this. Wire wrapped silver wire. I'd have to go with silver coloured wire, I think. In a ring. That is a statement piece of jewellery. GU VX92. Phenomenal. Phenomenal deal you've got there for 295 carats. Webbers, do make sure you're checking out as soon as you can. Premier quartz that we had for you. I don't know what I've done with the strand. Oh, I found it. Do you know, I just put them back anywhere. Brand new today. Look at this strand. Some budding beaded jewellery there as well for you. Look at that colour. OMG. They are on fire, aren't they? And still available. If you're on the web right now, make sure you're checking out as soon as you possibly can. AK RU73 is your code for these. Lots of you still to check out. I've got Lynn in Kent, Michelle in Greater Manchester, Barbara in Somerset, Rhiannon in Pembrokeshire, Caroline, Mary, Collector, Candy, Carolyn Bristol, Collector in London, Collector in Devon, Tina, Catherine, Collector in London, Simone in Italy. You've all got to check out. You haven't done it until you have completed your checkout, so please, please make sure you do. And do remember that this show does go out on the overnights and is replayed, and everybody that couldn't watch today will be watching tonight. If it's in your basket, you could be missing out. Don't miss out. Ah, gorgeous. Now, I did have to apologise to Helen before we came on today, because Helen is a Welsh lady. Now, whenever I'm around my Welsh family, I slowly start talking like this. So I said to Helen, if I do start talking like this, don't be offended. It's just because I'm round you.
Carry on, Hannah. I really don't mind. And we'll get Welsher together.
Yeah, we will.
As the show goes on.
Yes, get the flags out. $6.95. Helen is up next. With myself, taking me through until 5 o'clock this afternoon. And can I just say, this show, wire himo. Wire himo. You should see the pieces. Helen just casually got them out earlier on to show us. Wow is the only word I could give you. You are not going to believe our Helen's pieces today. They're phenomenal. So do make sure that you are staying tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in for our educational hour today. Hope we've educated you a little on quartz. We've had some fabulous pieces, haven't we? So as I say, if you've got any of those in your basket, do make sure you're checking out as soon as you possibly can. Ali will be joining you tonight from 5 after myself as well, taking you through the late show. What's tomorrow's educational hour? Do you know what? I'm not even going to tell you. You're in for a surprise. You're in for a big, big surprise. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow for the educational hour as well. Don't go anywhere. Don't move a muscle. Get yourself a fresh cuppa. I've got 4 hours of crazy deals and phenomenal kits. Myself and gorgeous Helen. I'll see you in just a few minutes' time.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of the TV studios, meet the presenters and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments, a £20 gift voucher towards your evening meal and a free glass of bubbly.
In terms of summarising the course, terrific fun, extreme, learnt so much. Feel like I've gone away, got a massive, even greater passion for jewellery.
Very good value, very well put together, and yes, go for it.
Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget. Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
Good afternoon, welcome back. Oh my God, lovely Helen. How are you, lovely?
Oh, I'm really excited to be here today, Hannah.
Oh, good. It's Helen's first mid-show today as well, and taking us through some amazing, amazing demos. Honestly, these pieces, Helen, are phenomenal. Now, I'm just going to give you a sneaky peek of one of these, because this is the one that Helen casually got out and was just like, yeah, it didn't take me long.
I actually call that a memory garland. It's got so many functions as well as just wearable.
This, Helen, I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for words.
Oh, that's really, really kind to say. You can embellish it as much as you want. This hasn't been embellished much. Yeah. This is quite a basic routine one, really, that perhaps you can put on your stall for people to talk about. Yeah. And you can talk about, you know, oh, do you want this section in your design? Do you want that section in your design? Is what I was using it for. But then the actual piece started to sell on its own right. So then I've sort of introduced it into other areas now as well.
This is just a taster of what's coming up for you. The kit that was used to make this is fabulous. Graphicals are on your screen right now. Let me show you exactly what you are getting in this kit. Now, Helen, do you have a craft stall at all?
I do, yes. I've had several craft stalls, and I've had, in the past, not recently, a market stall as well, which I tell you, the atmosphere and the great sort of social gatherings
Yeah.
at a market, people get worried, but please don't. Please enjoy
Yeah.
your market stalls.
What kind of price tag would you pop on something like this, Helen?
Dependent on where you were,
Yeah.
one particular place I had my little stall was quite a high-end
Yeah.
area, so I was very lucky. And just for that one piece alone, I normally do the basic.
Yeah.
So that's the underneath bit for 65, and then any embellishments after is added on.
Wow.
So that one's probably about £75 starting,
Yeah.
really.
That's fabulous. That is really, really fabulous for the work that's gone into that as well. We've got a message in from Sean in Denbighshire. She says, what a stunning piece. Can't wait to see the other pieces and demos. Isn't it just? You know, there's going to be so many messages,
That's
Helen.
lovely. Oh, that's
So
really
many
nice.
messages.
Yes, get out your boards and we'll all have a go together.
Yeah, definitely. In this kit, you've got some beautiful, beautiful pieces. You've got two fabulous gemstone strands here. You've got amethyst, which we've just had for you. And you've got, what's this? This is rose quartz that we've got here, Phil. Sorry, I haven't got my graphics
I think it's
on the
rose
screen.
quartz.
Yeah, it's rose quartz.
Yes, it
Just double
handled like
checking
that.
there. So you've got your amethyst and your rose quartz there as well. We have, just checking the carat weight there, 50 carats, thank you, Phil. 50 carats of your amethyst there. Your faceted rounds, 5 to 7 millimetres in size. And your rose quartz there, you've got 10 carats of your 3 millimetre faceted rounds. They are gorgeous. And again, as I was just saying in the last hour, the pinks and the purples, they just go together beautifully.
They do. And what's so special about those beads is that it fits a 0.6 millimetre wire,
Okay.
fits through the smallest of those beads.
Really?
And it makes life so much easier because when you're doing wire hemo,
Yeah.
you can actually incorporate those beads, which I have around the sides.
That's fantastic to know. Thank
Yeah.
you for that, Helen. Really, really fabulous. The wire that you're getting here, there's so much wire. So much wire. 10 metres of your 0.6, 10 metres of your 1 millimetre gauge, and 100 metres of your 0.4 millimetre wire. That's a lot of wire, isn't it? It really, really is going to go some, that is. So that is 120 metres. And to top this kit off, it's going to be huge, this kit, isn't it? Brand new beads for you.
My favourites.
4 and 3 millimetres. Look how many there are. 600 of each. 600 of each. Oh my goodness me. You know what's going to happen here, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo, I'll catch.
Why won't you? Come on. Yeah, I'm going to give up because I know what's going to happen. You have your larger beads at 4 millimetres and your smaller beads at 3 millimetres there as well. You've got 600 of each of them there. So that's 1,200 silver-plated brass seed beads you've got there. You know, just for topping up your stash as well. These are fantastic. You know, you can Kumi himo with these alone. You could macrame with these if you wanted to. Create some beautiful, beautiful designs just with the seed beads alone, and no gemstones would look fantastic. 1,200 of those you have in total. Do you know, I really would be tempted to multi-buy this kit. Really, really tempted just for those beads alone. 120 metres of wire.
It wasn't me, honestly, Hannah.
I love that. Phil's like, oh my gosh, she's only been here for how long? That's it. She's not coming back. We're not having her back. It's fine. I'll sort those out. Just look. I'm just going to put the lid on.
Should we just play, you know, little marbles?
Like Sabutio. Yeah. 0800 644 655. You will get 1,200, I promise you. £64.65 is where we should be, but is not where we are staying today. Now, already, Helen has got her money back on this one piece of jewellery at this price tag, £64.65. Just tuned in, and wow, Helen, your pieces are amazing. Great to see a different designer on the show. Yeah.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
Aren't they gorgeous? And Emmy Northampton, she says, so glad to see Helen demoing, as I wanted to know how she'd achieved that flat gizmo himo look. Looking forward to showing and learning. Well, you should see what she's brought with her. Honestly, she's literally like a DIY store, a walking DIY store. She got stuck in the door coming through. She got literally a workbench with her. £39.95 for the entire kit. You've got 1,200 of those gorgeous seed beads there. You're going to love, love, love these. 120 metres of wire. Helen, do you know how much wire roughly you used in this design?
I've got to say, the most in that wire is the gizmo in, because I add gizmo wires into the braiding as I go. Yeah. And that takes up quite a bit. I have written it down. It's something like for every 40 metres, you get, I think it's, it only equivalates to say 6 inches. You use quite a lot. Yeah. So you do need the 100 metres there. Yeah. But saying that, I've still got loads left, and I've done the other pieces as well.
Wow, that's fabulous. I love this bracelet as well. That's just gorgeous. Great thing around with the wire himo is you've got such structure to the pieces, haven't you?
Well, with the wire himo, because you've got your open braid, you've got your closed braiding, you can actually put on the front piece there, you could actually put a cabochon. Yeah. You could put some clasps in there. You can put the resin clay. It holds resin and clay, which I use quite a lot. Yeah. Really well. You can make those apertures. That's why I haven't embellished the whole thing. Yeah. To show that you've got the apertures at the top there. This is one piece, so it is consecutive. It's all the way around. Yeah. So yes, the structure's there. So really it's a little bit of a change just from the, you know, a plain piece of wire. Oh, you know, just something different.
It's just phenomenal. It really, really is, Helen. You're getting so much in this kit there for £39.95. Those seed beads, we hardly ever have them, and I know lots of you love to use them in your designs as well. Even if if you're just using them as spacers to make your high-end gemstones go even further, or if you're creating a design just with those alone. I know if you have a look at a lot of Links of London designs, you see a lot of these kind of designs. Just maybe using 100 of these in a bracelet. In fact, we saw guest designer Mark Smith do it a good few months ago. And designs like that sell for 3 figures on designer websites. Just using the seed beads alone, without your wire, without your gemstones as well. £39.95 is an incredible deal. Leslie in Monmouthshire, Sylvia in Buckinghamshire, Sharon in Berkshire, Collector in Warwickshire, Corolla, Isabel in Angus, Debbie in Bedfordshire, you're all there as well. Can I just say, already you are getting an absolute steal of a deal. And we should not have been that low. Now, because there's quite a few of you with these in your baskets not yet checked out, our Phil, he's taking more money off. He's just put £5 back in your pocket. £34.95. The seed beads, actually, in this design, Helen, you've not used... I'm just looking, actually. When you look at something and every time you look, you see something different. You've not used... well, in fact, actually, for the number that we have here, you've hardly touched what we have in this design.
Do you know what? They're so versatile. They're so amazing to use. I struggled to use them all.
I bet.
I've probably gone about halfway.
Really?
And that's on all those designs there, mind. On this one, I've probably, not even touched the top.
Yeah, just a fraction.
Yes.
They're great, aren't they? Don't you think, for having in your stash, for
amazing.
Whether you've got high-end gemstones there and you think, do you know what, I want to make these go as far as I can, so I'm just going to throw in some seed beads and use them as spacers.
Pop them in. They take up the room. You can make wonderful flowers with them. I've actually made a flower in the centre of the flower with them. Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be sort of a poinsettia style flower. All you have to do is elaborate on that and keep going, and it'll grow into a much bigger poinsettia or flower. This sort of theme today reminds me very much of sort of the icicles and sort of, dare I say, frozen sort of feel about it.
Gorgeous.
But as I say, it is wearable. It's beautiful to wear. It's an amazing actual piece to work with. and I use it in something called mindfulness.
Yeah.
Which is you have to concentrate on what you're doing, and it sort of, you start to create things.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to do. I can't wait to show you how to do it.
Fabulous.
It's so simple. You really won't believe how simple it is.
Wow. I know when you said that to me, didn't you, when you got that piece out, and I was just like, that must have taken a days to do that. And you were just like, no, not really.
I mean, obviously, when you first get into it, and just to pick up the tension more than anything, getting the tension right, the more you do it, the more it brings those wires together.
Yeah.
And then you can just go off at all different angles and create so many things. Yeah. But this is sort of a really good piece to start because it's got all the elements and all the different braiding techniques in there. I think, though, it's only got 3 braiding techniques in that, actually.
It just looks magnificent. We've got the Kumi himo board coming up for you. We've also got the gizmo tool as well, don't we, coming up for you very, very soon by itself as well, going to a ridiculously low price tag. But before that, Helen, I'm going to let you crack on and show us how it's done.
Well, what I've started to do is put together in silver, but against the little white boards, it didn't show.
Yeah.
So I've just put some coloured ones.
Brilliant.
I'm going to talk through this one first.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to mention was, when you get your wire, tame it.
Yeah.
Just tie something around it as it comes.
Yeah.
Keep it tame. And thread, and this is especially for the 100 millimetre, the 100 metre wire there, 0.4. Just tie it up, push it through as you go, take your pieces and cut them off and use it that way.
Yeah.
You won't get into a tangle.
Brilliant. I would totally get into a tangle.
Well, I still do now and again, but it's usually just my own making. Okay, so what I've done here is I've done it in 2 colours. Oh, we haven't got an overhead today.
We don't.
No.
We're still fingers crossed today at some point.
So what we've got here, I've split it into 2 colours, and this is sort of the basis. This is the most basic weave there is. And I've done it into 2 colours just to show you. So we've got here 5 on the right and 5 on the left. And that is the basic of any of my weaves that I do.
Okay.
And I can add wire to that.
Yeah.
And I can take it away.
Excellent.
So if you think of the right braid and the left braid, that's why I've coloured it in there.
Okay.
So we're going to keep that to refer back to.
Brilliant.
So we don't get lost.
Okay.
And we'll have a go. Now, you've got a choice of colours.
Wow.
Watch your eyes. Okay.
I always think sometimes, Helen, I should have some goggles sometimes.
Do you know what, they're in my car.
Have you? You should have brought them. I should wear them.
I've got really posh ones in the cars. Proper safety glasses.
Yeah, I need them.
So, would you like to go for the pink?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got your 3 at the top. So let's turn this round. Sorry, what have you got there? Right, okay. 3 at the top. That's top to you.
Okay.
So you'll have to go that way, because I know we're trying to show them at the same time.
I see.
Okay, so what we've done here, we've decided that we're going to take just 5 of these strands.
Okay.
So I always refer to this, I'm going to take 5 strands.
Yeah.
So I've just put 5 single strands on there. You'll see on the back, flick the wires already. Right, I'll show you a different one.
Okay.
There you go.
No worries.
I'm catching up on there. Okay, let me show you on this one. If you bundle it together, it's always a problem with wire, isn't it? If you bundle it together, split it.
Okay.
You wire around the top, you wire around each arm, and then with your ends, just scroll them in. You won't catch your fingers.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So all I've done is taken a bundle together, in this case 5 over there. I've wrapped it round with wire, I've split the middle, wrapped each leg, and then with the ends, don't leave the ends out, catch your fingers, just scroll them in.
Okay.
Come back to that one in a second. So I've got a gold one.
Ooh.
Perhaps you should have had the gold one, really.
I like pink, it's fine.
I got to do it backwards now, haven't I? I don't know if I can do it.
Upside down,
I'm not
and back
sure.
to front.
I'm not sure.
With no overhead camera.
We'll try. Okay. So you need to take because I got to do it backwards.
Okay, yeah, of course.
So we need to decide you're going to do the right or left braid. Let's do the right braid.
Okay.
So we're actually looking at the right braid. So what we're going to do is take the right. I'll show you first, and then I'll show the camera.
Yeah.
I'm taking the right over to the right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm taking. I'll just go through it with you. I'm taking middle because we're actually in the middle.
Yeah.
Middle up. Middle down. Don't know if we've managed to do that already. There you go. Neighbour up. Neighbour up.
This one up. Bottom up.
Neighbour down. So you're just working away along.
Do you know this is the first time I've done Kumi?
Go home. And that's how you remember it. Okay. So that one over to the again.
Yeah.
You can just, if you want to just hold on to that, sometimes it helps.
Yeah.
I'm just pinching it. I'll show now backwards.
Okay, yeah.
So what we decided we were going to do a right braid. So we're going to do this braid. We're going to take that one out. So I call this my eye braid because it comes up like an eye. And I'm taking it over to the right. I remember where I am now. So then I'm going to take my, that's it, up. Middle up, I say, because I'm in the middle. Middle down. Neighbour up. Neighbour down. I go home. As you knock all the beads
I think I did it
everywhere.
wrong.
No, you didn't.
Did I not do it wrong?
No. What you've done is somehow you've managed to cross your wires, but that's fine. Okay,
We'll get cross wires every now and again, don't we?
I'll run it through with you.
Yeah.
So we're going over to the right.
Yeah.
I think what you're doing is crossing your wires instead of crossing it down there.
Okay.
So the cross comes, the crossing of the wires actually comes in the centre, nowhere else.
Okay.
So I'm going to take my eye.
Yeah.
Now, this is good because I wanted to show you. If
Brilliant.
it comes out, or you're adding one, stick it back in.
Okay.
And hold it.
Right.
And that braid will hold it. I'll start
Excellent.
you off.
Yeah.
Over to the right. Middle up. Middle down. Neighbour up. Neighbour down. I go home. Sorry, I to the right. Middle up. Middle down. Neighbour up. Neighbour down, and that's all it is. I go home. And I'll just keep going just to show you what it creates there. And this is, once you get this sort of basis of this, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely anything.
Okay.
Do you want to, can you see the braid that's forming?
I'm going to give it a go.
Okay, have another go.
Okay.
Right, what I'm going to tell you, braid against that back plate. So you can actually, if you want, put your thumb there if you want.
Yeah.
So you're actually braiding against this back plate here. Okay, we'll do it again. So right eye over to the right. Middle up. Middle down. Neighbour up. Neighbour down. I go home. So see if you can see it again. Okay. Right eye over to the right. Are we okay?
Well,
yeah, that's it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Should that be like that there? Should those two not be that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just those two, yeah.
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 I can't see any issues with that one. Just bring that one over.
And then start
so
again.
all you're doing is just bring it. But it's actually very therapeutic when you do it. I'll go through it again. So the right eye over to the right.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be quicker than this.
I'm a slow learner, I'm sorry, Helen.
Okay, no, it's okay. So I'm actually braiding, although I'm doing it upside down, I'm actually braiding against this back plate here.
Yeah.
So I've got my right eye over to the right, and then I've got my middle up to bottom, this one. It's because you're looking at it backwards, just up to there. That's all I'm doing is across the board. Middle up, middle down, just across the board, and it's same opposite hole, that's it, and down, that's it. And then I go home. Yeah. And I don't worry about numbers, because when you start worrying about the numbers, that's when it gets complicated. Okay? Couple more, just to, as it's a new technique. This, if you're doing Kumi himo with the threads, you'll find it easier, because actually it is one of the, I think it's called the 10 weft, it originated from. It's just that with the love of wire, I just started doing the wire.
Okay.
Okay, so what you have then, you produce, it's easy to show you on there.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
I think I have,
Let's have a
Helen.
look at yours. Let's see. I'm going to take that out. Obviously, you'd go a bit further if you wanted a bracelet.
Okay. I haven't quite got
You
the tension
have.
there, but I've done it, haven't
Yeah, but
I?
it takes a little while for the
Yeah.
tension. There, can you see what Hannah's done? It's that easy.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks. See if I can do it.
You can make a ring, look.
Yeah.
You can make a ring. Well, I'm
like
really
that.
pleased with that.
Yeah, just think
Well
about it. It's
done.
good to think if everyone at home is like, Fanny can do it. So can I. Exactly.
It is.
I've got the board for you, the Kumi himo board, and you're going to get 2 packs of finding as well. Ooh, bonus. Bonus, your cord ends you've got here.
Yes.
So you've got your silver cord ends there, you've got your 3.2mm and your 6.2mm. 2 different sizes. So you can Kumi himo with wire, as we're seeing today. Your wire himo, you can Kumi himo with anything, can't you?
Ribbon is fantastic.
Yeah.
You can use obviously the S-long cords, the threads.
There's just so much that we bring you here to
Everything.
do Kumi himo. It's
Everything
brilliant.
you
So
can.
if I can do it, and you know, I think that I was a bit of a slow learner. You know, it took me a while, but I got there.
I
it was only
wouldn't
5-10
say.
minutes.
Yeah,
You can do it at home as well. You can create some
yes.
fantastic pieces. And the look that you get with wire, and the coloured wire that you can use with this as well, is fantastic. $8.95, you're going to get the Kumi himo board, and you've got 2 packs of your cord ends there as well, your 3.2 and your 6.2, 3 of each in total. Get it home and have a go. Even if you do Kumi himo a lot, I know I saw you there, Helen. You'd got about 6 Kumi himo boards down there, I think.
Yes, I carry. The thing is, it's so versatile.
Yeah.
You can pop them in your bag. I usually wire them up before I go.
Yeah.
And then I just sort of fold them into my bag. I'm on the train or I was going to say driving then, but that would be...
That's some skill. That is some skill, isn't it?
I've yet to crack riding a bike in the gym with doing it either. I can't quite get into that. But no, you can. Just pop them in your bag and they're there. As I say, the sari silk with it, the sari threads are amazing.
Yeah.
Just knot the ends and you have a lovely piece.
Yeah.
Really lovely
They're
piece.
brilliant. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do something with these beads, I think. They're just sticking to me. 800 644 655 or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Lots of you coming through for these, so well done indeed. And I say, if you have already got the Kumi himo board, you may just need another one. And you can never have enough of these ends, can you? The cord ends as well.
And you can have several projects on the go.
Yeah.
And what I find is, because it's quite a new technique, whether it's with cord or with wire, when you're anywhere, people say, oh, what's that? If you've got one, to either sell them, give them, or just show them how to do it. Brilliant. So I always have several in my bag.
That's a really, really great idea. Good idea.
I've got to say about these as well, they're fantastic. I make little acorns, so you just pop a pearl in, and they're fantastic little acorns.
Oh, wow.
And you can, if you wanted to make, you can make a wire wire himo leaf, and then pop those at the bottom with a little pearl in that we've got today as well, or one of the amethysts.
Yeah.
Have a lovely little acorn.
And we've got the carved leaves coming up in the next kit as well.
There we go. There we are.
Quick question. Linda and Andrew in West Yorkshire. Wow, amazing. What are they like at the back, the fastenings, etc., please? Oh, I'll show you.
This particular fastening, I normally, if you show that one, that's I've used a JM clasp on that one. If you show the back of that one, that is a Kumi wire himo fastening on that one.
Wow.
So you can create the fastening. And on the bracelet, in front there, you actually start with the fastening, so you can see that's
okay.
integrated completely.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Wow. I love that. I really, really do. It's important to always, you know, pay attention to the back of your design as well, because when you're buying anything, you do always look, you know, at the whole piece, don't you? You know, you want it to be perfect. And of course, if you're selling your jewellery, that's another.
For that particular piece, I start at the front, at the very bottom.
Yeah.
That's just a demo piece. If I pop that back over here, that's okay. I start at the very bottom, but in most cases you would start at the back and create that loop first.
Okay.
So, you know, it depends how you want to finish it off, but that creates the best effect.
So it just depends on the design whether you choose to start from the top or the bottom.
Yes. If you're going to do that complete design, I would start at the bottom because I just find it easier to do the split weave, a split braid.
Marvellous.
Okay.
Right, I shall let you carry on.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I'll carry on with it.
Crack
now,
on.
do you want to carry on with that
I would
one?
love to.
So, that's it. Let's go. That's it. Push that one down. That one up. Right, okay. So what I've done now, caught on my microphone. That was handy. Okay, so what I've done now is, people say, right, I get a bit of a gap when I'm doing a bracelet. I get a gap. They often use the macrame method, which is nothing wrong with the macrame method at all, except for you get a very loose weave and there's always a big gap. Okay. Now, in wire hemo, you don't get that. The wires actually, as long as you've sat the wires together at the beginning, they actually sit very tightly. So it's very nice. However, your next step to get where I was, so there's our plan again. I'm still sticking with a 5 weave. Now I'm going to do 2 wires. I'm using exactly the same, so I'm not going to do any movement any different, other than I ensure that my wires sit nicely on the plate, and also that when I cross the wires, I keep them alongside each other. At no point should the wires actually cross each other than the centre. Yeah. Otherwise that's when you get your knots and things. So I'm just going to start this one off. So I'm taking the right eye over to the right and taking my middle up, middle down, neighbour up, neighbour down, eye, go home.
I'm never going to forget that now. I'm doing it now in my head as I'm doing this.
And sometimes, you know, if I've been on lots of different weaves or I'm doing something totally different, just think of the actual rhyme and it comes back so easy. And when you sat there, you know, watching one of the soaps or something. So I'll do it now upside down if I can. Okay. So again, I've got exactly the same there. So I'm going to try and do it upside down. I'm bringing my wires over to the right. I'm bringing my bottom wire up, bottom wire down, neighbour up, neighbour down, I go home.
Everyone's doing it now in the gallery. I go home. Helen, we've got lots of messages, and Julie in Yorkshire is saying, wow, amazing. Can you tell me what size wire is best to weave with?
Different people, it depends what you're making. If you are using the gizmos alongside them, try and go down a size in gizmo. So if I'm using a 6 wire to braid, I'd use a 0.4 in a gizmo. If I'm using a 1 mil to braid, then I'd go down to a 0.8 in my gizmo. Yeah. So they sit alongside. So actually, you can use any combination. However, my favourite is the one you have today, which is 0.6 with the 4, because it's a lot more closer weave on the coil.
Yeah.
When you do the gizmo coil, the 0.4 sits much tighter, which means when you are doing your braiding, it bends softer.
Yeah.
But it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, the one I have on here is much, much heavier.
Yeah.
Don't know if you can see that one. That's a very heavy one. So it still works. Exactly the same sort of effect.
I guess it depends on the look that you're trying to go for as well.
I think this was a 0.8 and a 0.6, something like that.
Fab.
But,
I do have some more
lovely.
wire for you here actually, and it's the copper colour. I love the copper colour, and you've used that one over there, haven't you?
Yes.
This is fantastic. You have, wow, there's loads here. You've got your 0.8mm gauge, 10 metres of your 0.8mm gauge, 10 metres of your 0.6 there. And you've got 2 reels, 15 metres on each of your 0.25. So that's 30 metres of your 0.25, 10 metres of your 0.8 and 10 metres of your 0.6. Oh no, I've got a 0.4 in there. Let's just have a look. Oh yes, I beg your pardon. So 10 of your 0.4, 15 of your 0.25, 10 of your 0.6, 10 of your 0.8. So actually that's a lot of gauges to be working with there as well. Wire workers, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, you can never have enough wire, whether you're making your own findings, you know, from necklaces to bracelets to rings. This is fantastic. We're going to bring you a great price tag. OMG. Wow. I did not expect $6.95 for all of that wire.
Oh,
that's
gosh,
incredible
you're doing
value.
really well.
I've already said once today, I wish I wasn't here in the nicest possible way.
I'll tell you what's really special. Did you hear, did you say 0.25?
Yeah.
The 0.25 is amazing. I know a lot of wire workers obviously use it when they're actually, you know, bringing their thread, weaving and things. But for me, it's got to be, makes the best French coil ever for your pearls. Yeah. So the French wire is made from that and the finest of the coiling tool.
Excellent.
And you get a really great finish. In fact, I think there's one on my piece a bit later to show you. So if you can get 0.25, go for it.
Brilliant. That's fabulous. I can't believe how much wire you've got there for $6.95. That's incredible. Lynn in Yorkshire, Veronica in Nottinghamshire, Rennie, collector in Bedfordshire, Kirsty in Australia, collector in New York, you've got 2. Do you know what? If you want to come in and you want to get 2 of these, you want to get 3, you want to get 4, please feel free to do so. I definitely would be multi-buying on this offer because $6.95 for all of that wire. I want this bundle, Phil. That's brilliant. Half of the stock has already gone, and there's so many of you with these in. But I can have it for $8.95. Oh, thanks, Phil. That's really generous of you. How does that work? $6.95 is all you're paying today. BYGC67 is your code for that one. If you've got that in your basket, you're going to have to check out very, very quickly. I think it's safe to say these will be a sellout, and I have no chance, not even at $8.95. Well done, Webbers. Lots of you coming through on the web. Telephone bidders. If you've got a phone in your hand, just push your #1 button as soon as you can and confirm. Fantastic. Okay then. Righty-ho, Helen.
Okay, so the next move that you need to make or know is that at the moment we're going up and down and we're crossing these wires in the centre there, which is great. But just to add that extra bit of flourish, we now do sweeping movements. Ooh. So once you get the hang of what you're doing, so I'll do it once my way and then I'll turn it round and try and remember to do it that way.
Excellent.
Okay, so I'm taking the 2 wires and I'm sweeping them round now over to the right. Exactly the same rhythm, middle up, but this time I'm going round.
Okay.
Middle down. Middle up. Middle down. Then I got the neighbour up, sorry, neighbour down. Missed one out somewhere. I'll go back.
So is that, I mean, you're doing exactly the same there, but is that kind of just, if you like, creating a curvature in the wire to give you a smoother look?
It stops the wires sort of fracturing If they do fracture, it's not a problem. You just literally pop it back in, start the weave, and it weaves itself in. However, if you use a sweeping motion, you won't get those fractures.
Brilliant.
Or less likely to. It's very hot in the studio, so it could be. Now, I've gone slightly wrong. I'm going to say on purpose, so I can show you how to rectify it, but it's more to do with a live show. Okay, so all I'm doing then is literally coming backwards. So I'm bringing my right eye over, so I'm going all the way back. And again, taking my eye back where it was. Okay, so I'm sweeping over. I'm going to start it again now. So I'm sweeping over to the right. I'm taking my middle up, my middle down, my neighbour up, my neighbour down. Normally you can do it on your lap and you won't get such a tangle on the table. It is a little bit difficult on the table. And then I'm taking my eye home.
Okay.
So all I've done is more of a sweeping movement. Also, if your braids are very, very loose, all you've got to worry about, when you bring this one up, so when you bring eye home, give it a little tug, and they'll all fall alongside each other.
Brilliant.
Okay, so I'll try and do that the other way.
Okay.
Get a little bit tidier a second.
I did say yesterday, Helen, all of the guest designers are so messy.
Oh, do you know what?
Apart from Mark Smith.
I've left my poor husband home now, tidying up my mess. It's like a Mardi Gras. I go from room to room and it all trails with me.
Oh, exactly the same.
Amazing.
Exactly the same. Trail of destruction.
It is. But he doesn't complain.
Oh, bless him. There is some gold wire on your screen right now as well. Another bundle for you. 0.25 and 0.25 and 0.4, I believe. Half of the stock has gone already. So you've got 30 metres.
Oh, I really, really struggle to get this. It always sells out when I want it.
This is the trouble, Helen. And I tell you what, when we do prices like this, I'm really sorry. Sorry. £6.95, 35 metres. You got 15 of your 0.25. 50? 50? 50? Wow. 50 metres of your 0.25. Wow. 10 metres of your 0.4. 2 of those. Oh my word. This is fantastic. A £6.95. They've nearly gone already. QIGC29 is your code for those. Make sure you're checking out another fantastic wire bundle there. Brilliant. And with these as well, you could just be dropping your seed beads in there, couldn't you?
That is sort of the next step. You can you more or less do that with the 10 weave.
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. I'm getting excited because I can do it.
Well, I was going to show you how to add a gizmo next.
Excellent.
Just because it's one of these, and you can add a gizmo as well. So we'll go back to that in a second. So we've got the sweeper movement now, so they're sitting together really nicely. So the next thing we're going to do, as I said, somewhere here are the, excuse me a second for disappearing. I've made them up ready for you, so you haven't got to whittle away.
We've got a quick message from Valentina in the Easter 6. I had to stop watching because everything was irresistible and I've spent too much. But I've just seen the wire hemo. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Customer would love this on DVD. It's great. Watch this space.
Oh, lovely. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it?
Right.
So this is one, sorry, loves, this is one you've made.
So all this is off your gizmo tool. Yeah. This is a 0.4. I've actually look how clever I've been.
And you're trying to say that you're messy.
You
look so organised.
Oh, you really don't know.
Wow.
I've got to be a little organised. So I've got this is a 3.5 inch. Now that's what did the first centre of that at the bottom, the first section. That's that.
Okay.
So that's what I used. Is 3.5, 0.4, and I use the 1.2 diameter rod. That's the smallest rod.
Okay.
And that'll fit onto your one wire there.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, because we don't want to take it off the board, we're going to just measure up for you. I do later on freehand off the board. Okay. And I use a vice tool, but I think it's a bit too quick yet, Hannah.
Okay.
We'll stay on the board.
Okay.
So if you want to add a couple of those, you just pop them on Like that.
Yeah.
This is how easy it is.
So would you put those on every wire?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Have you got a minute to do that?
Yeah, of course. You carry on, and I can just add some of those in.
You add your wires
I'm going to
in.
bring you the gizmo coiling tool as well.
Oh, brilliant.
For you, which is available. Now, if I remember rightly, such a crazy price. Yes, crazy price. Your wire gizmo coiling tool in here, really easy. You can make your little gizmo so quickly with these, just simply by wrapping your wire around there, coiling your wire around. So with this, what sizes would we get with this one then?
Should say on there. I would say
There's two different. Oh, there's my. Let me just get me lady instructions out. Because it will give you two different sizes, won't it?
that one there. I would say is that a 1.6?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. 1.6 and 3.4. Excellent. Thank you, Phil. So you've got 1.6 and 3.4 millimetres in size for your gizmo coil there. Such a handy tool to have, and you can recreate the look that Helen's done today as well, doing the wire hemo. It's fantastic. And what I love about the gizmo wire, it gives you, it is a machine finished look, isn't it, that you've got with that.
Yes.
And it really does add that professional look to your pieces as well. They look spectacular. And I certainly, before I came here at Jewellery Maker, I never ever looked at the components that made up a piece of jewellery until I started here at Jewellery Maker. Now I'm over them with a fine tooth comb, but you know, butterfingers today. But yeah, you've got that machine finish look, and it adds attention to detail to your pieces as well. As you can see here, you know, on Helen's pieces, that just looks so professional. There's so much detail, there's so much to look at in that design.
And
as
those
well.
particular rods there, which are these 0.4 wire and 1.6 coil. So
Okay.
this one here
Yeah,
is actually, sorry,
that's all right, lovely.
I'm getting all excited again, Hannah. It's a gizmo, you know. It was actually made with this one in particular.
Okay,
For
brilliant.
all of
For
that,
this size,
and
yeah.
it's all the same.
Excellent. And what
yeah.
size? What gauge
Let's
wire
have a
did you
look.
use, Helen, for these?
For those, they are they're 0. This is this one.
Yeah,
This is
over
this
here,
rod.
yeah.
And further down.
Okay.
That will be. You could, if you're using. All you've got to remember is you fill in the gizmo.
Yeah.
So you use that. There is a slightly smaller one. You can use that.
Yeah.
But this one you could use and say use a 0.6 wire in the middle.
Okay. Yeah.
Because what will happen if your inner wire is too small and you're bending it over, you lose a little bit of the shape of the gizmo.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter hugely, but for more professional finish, you just need to keep that a bit tighter.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Right,
That's only screen $4.95 we're down to for those as well. YYZX55 is your code for those at just £4.95. Got an absolute steal there. I'd be adding all of these things to my order today. I want to go home and Kumi himo. In fact, Phil, don't expect me to sell anything for the next few hours because I'm just going to carry on and Kumi himo.
Well, I can't believe it. Look under there now. How
that
lovely.
mine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, okay. Well,
Okay, so exactly the same.
Yeah.
Just carry on.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Exactly the same. Now, one little thing.
Yeah.
The centre. What do I do with mine now? I've put mine away. Look, I've done yours and I haven't done my own.
Oh.
That's really naughty, isn't it?
It is.
But the centre will move because you've got a gizmo on it now. So what
Okay.
you need to do is not touch the gizmo.
Yeah.
I'll just pop some of these on. Mine are already made up, so it won't take a minute. It's just from the top of the gizmo, you push it down onto the wire so you don't distort the shape of the gizmo. Because otherwise you'll find that the gizmo will separate if you start messing with it before it's right. So I'll show you now. So just get one. It's like it's just me and you. I forget there's people trying to follow us.
It's funny, isn't it? If I could just carry on and do this all day.
Yeah, I'm all excited because I'm showing someone. So these are, because I'm using the 0.6 and I've got the two wires, this one is still 0.4.
Okay.
But it's a slightly wider, it'll be the 1.6 gizmo tool.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
If there's anything you know,
Yeah, if
people
you've
want
got
to
any
ask or
questions for
understand,
Helen,
I can,
please do text
yeah.
in 60777, you know, if there's a question or something that you think we've missed out
or
or
I'm
anything
going
like
too
that.
fast or too slow, or you know, they want to know the next thing. That's fine. I'm
Okay.
just trying to get the real basics done first.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And we can progress with this later anyway on the other piece.
Fabulous.
So all I've done is put these on. I've done Hannah's first, and that was a little bit.
I'm holding you up.
Sorry.
I am sorry.
No. I should have
Let me help
anticipated that. I don't think that one will fit on, will it?
I don't know, I could make this a lot worse for you, Helen. I'm attempting to help you.
You've got the wrong
No.
one. Yeah, it's that one. Because it's a double wire. Okay.
Yeah.
All the way to the bottom. Yeah. So when you're pushing it down, like Hannah just had a bit of difficulty, you push from the top. Never
Okay.
try and grab that.
'Cause you're
Push from the
separated,
top and you're just sliding him down into position.
Okay.
So we've got our our 5. We're still working on the 5.
Yeah.
Exactly the same technique, but this time when you pick your eye up,
Yeah.
just push down gently to see that the wire sits on the top. So
Okay.
just push it in gently. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Over to the right and put your wire in. Perfect. That'll hold there.
Excellent.
Now, again, middle up, push your wire in. So it's going to go over that coil now. If it loosens a bit, just push them back in. That's it. Yeah, perfect. It's such a simple effect, a simple idea, but it's such an amazing effect.
Yeah.
Oh, I can draw breath now for a
Oh,
minute.
bless you.
So all I'm doing is pushing them in as I bring the coils over.
Okay.
So I'm there. I'll try and do it upside down for the viewers home. It's a nuisance not having this.
It will be back very, very soon.
I think I'll have less. Shall I cut off these a bit so that?
You've got less to play.
Yeah, because the desk is a little bit cumbersome there. Okay, that's better. Right. So I'm holding on to the bottom. I'm still weaving against my plate there. And I'm going eye over to the right. Now once you get them to, so I'm just pushing that in as far as it'll go. Once it starts binding in, they will just stay there.
Ooh.
You will just need a little bit of a help now and again. Right, actually I'm upside down. I've started doing it the right way then, instead of the wrong way.
No worries.
Confusing
Thank you
myself.
at home as well, by the way, for bearing with us while we don't have the overhead camera. And well done to all of the guest designers, because they're doing an incredible job
is
of trying to show
difficult,
things
yeah.
upside down and back to front.
Yeah.
Yannis in Greater London says, Amazon designs today, very unique and fabulous.
Oh,
They
lovely.
are, aren't they? Gorgeous.
Ooh. Okay, so we're there. Are you there? You're getting there?
I don't want to stop now.
Once they start bedding in,
Yeah.
you can pull on them quite,
Yeah.
quite firmly. They're not going anywhere. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm upside down. Look, you're doing a better job than me now.
I'll do my best.
I don't know if I can do. I started off doing it upside down, okay, but now I've seemed to lost it a bit. Let's try it again. Okay, so right eye over to the right. Middle up, middle down, neighbour up, neighbour down. See how I talked myself through that?
Yeah.
Was there? I go home. There we are. And again.
Excellent.
Which way? That way. Right eye over to the left. Middle up, middle down, neighbour up, neighbour down. And what you'll find is your braid, it's not like when you're doing the cords, sometimes you're there forever.
Yeah.
And it just takes so long to sort of produce anything.
Yeah.
This way you don't. this way is so quick.
Is it more difficult, you know, if you're using a bigger gauge of wire?
No, it's actually easier.
It is it?
Because you can grip hold of it.
Yeah.
Talking now, I've gone wrong. I'm going to have to go back to my little poem. I have gone wrong now. I've done 2. Come back to my... Oh my word! You've got to show them.
We're a bit proud.
That is fantastic. I don't know if you can zoom in on that.
That's mine.
I tell you, you just... Oh.
Well, it is like so, it's easy once you get started. You
So
just,
if you continue to this now on the other side.
Yeah.
So if you've run out, so just continue.
Yeah.
You aren't going to do anything else, just continue with that braid. You've got yourself a bracelet already.
Excuse me for 5 minutes. Well, doesn't make myself a bracelet.
Oh, you've done better than me, but I did have to do mine upside
you were
down.
upside down. I don't know if I could do that.
I can't do it, I know that.
Oh.
Okay, right, I'm just going to catch up with Hannah a little bit and do it the right way up. So as I say, if you ever get lost, just go back to that tune, because even if you're in...
Just work.
If you're sort of in I was going to say, do it in your head. It doesn't have to be said aloud.
You don't have to say it out loud on the train.
No. But how lovely is this? You know, take away your anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
You're just concentrating on... Sometimes you can do it to a tune.
Yeah.
I have a tune in my head, and the rhythm goes with it, and you can do it that way. And then you can really build up steam and...
Wow. Do you know, we were saying earlier on, and Helen was mentioning actually, that, you know, you can do this with lots of different things. You can do it with your S-line if you wanted to, you know, any of our cords. The Zari rows, I would, do you know, I might have to try this later on.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking mixing up all of these colours as well would be fabulous. It really, really would. Look at the colours that you've got here as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be... And again, you know, we were going back to threads, you saying actually it takes quite a while to build up. Would it build up quicker? Or
really
quick.
With that Don't forget, you can still add your gizmo coils to that as you're braiding as well. So you haven't got, you know, try and think, what can I add to it? So it's not just going to be a Kumi himo braid or a flat braid. It's going to incorporate those coils, a little bit of that wire himo again.
Wow. That would look incredible, wouldn't they? You've got 2 packs there, essentially. You've got your silver, your bronze and your gold. And you've got your neon blue, your emerald green and your teal green there as well. I'm loving those greens. And green and gold, Christmas, I'm thinking.
Oh, yes. Got a bit of Christmas, haven't we?
I think it's either 10 or 11 weeks today, Christmas.
Oh.
Still saying hopefully 11. I think it might be 10, you know. 0800 644 655. We are essentially doing buy one, get one free here for you. That's a fantastic deal. Grab them, get them home. I want the Kumi himo board now. I'm getting one today. I'm doing
You will be addicted. And
I know.
People start watching you and say, what's that?
Yeah.
And they have a go. As I say, it doesn't have to be wire. It can be anything. But the wire builds up so professionally. And the other day I was sat well, it was in a hotel it was, and I was doing this in the foyer and somebody came up to me and said, oh, how do I do that? And I showed them, and I made them a bracelet straight away, because there we go, we're there, aren't we?
Yeah,
and they were saying, I just can't believe how quick you can just...
It's really therapeutic as well.
It is, but it gives a high-end look,
Yeah.
and yet it's such a simple idea. And I actually fell upon the idea, and I didn't realise that it wasn't known.
Oh, I see.
Because I've obviously done Kumi himo for quite a while.
Yeah. Wow. Emmy in Northampton just sent a text in and says, just so I understand, do you only add small sections of gizmo coil to the warps and stack them on top of each other rather than adding long sections?
No, you add long section.
Yeah.
All I'm showing today is sort of the starter, how you can start it. Later on, if you can see me over the vise, I'll show you how to incorporate your vise, and again with your board, the actual board comes into it. And I can, if I've got time, I'll show you how to do it freehand as well. And what you do is you literally use the back plate of the wire himo board, and you use that as your back plate.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you literally, so you can do long strands. Sorry,
Yeah. No.
So I'm using that, my finger, as my back plate, which would be that bit there.
Of course.
And you weave against that.
Yeah.
And once you learn the technique and that rhythm, you can't go wrong because you are doing it over your finger.
Yeah.
If it's really long and you need the intricate design, and obviously it's more sellable if it's not 100% perfect, but it's got a good finish.
Yeah.
Then you need to use the vise, the Dremel vise.
Okay.
Which I'll show you later.
Yeah.
I love the Dremel multi-vise. It's the most unbelievable piece of equipment that I've had.
Really?
It's so versatile because it means that you can do more intricate designs, which are coming up a bit later.
Yeah.
And it's got a swivel head.
Yeah.
So it means that, you know, I've got a little bit of a weak hand. I can utilise the two. It's fantastic.
Brilliant.
I can't
That's
say enough about
fantastic.
it.
Lots of you have got those derby ropes. Well done if you've got that in your basket. I would check them out because they're going to go quickly. I'm going to be getting some of those later on as well.
Okay, so we are now really done the basics of the 5-strand. So we go back to our board again. This is where I started. So we've actually done, now people say, well, how do you do the left weave?
Oh.
All you do is bring the left eye over.
Ah. How would that look different then?
If on mine I've done the right hand side as a right weave and the left hand side as a left weave, and it gives you a bit of a curvature.
Ah.
Now it's a natural sort of curvature. If I'd done them both right-handed, with the right eye leading, it would all curve to the right.
I see what you mean, yeah.
It's a natural thing because it's in your hand, I think, but
absolutely.
it does help.
Mandy in Essex says, I absolutely love this technique and I'm intrigued by Helen's bracelet with the gem set in it. Love the new format. That's fab.
I did this on the Late Show a couple of nights ago. I've used this technique twice, and this was the lovely turquoise that was on the show. And it's for demonstration purposes only, I took it, okay?
Of course.
But as I'm demoing it today, I'll say. But there's a slightly different weave on this one, on the handle. I don't know if you can get into that. There's a slightly... Can you see the weave on that? Perhaps it would be best if I took it off. It's a much wider weave, and it's a much open weave. Okay. And it's broader. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Slightly different. That's still from this.
Oh, okay.
It's just manipulating it slightly differently, that's all.
Yeah.
It's even the same rhyme. It's the same movement.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the front bit is what we've been doing, what you're doing now there yourself. And if you, there's the piece there. Can you see where we are at the moment? So that's what we've done at the moment. Now that could make a bracelet already.
Yeah, that's lovely. I love that blue wire.
So that's how quick it happens. And this, as I say, is the very basics.
But there's a lot of people that haven't done Kumi himo before, like myself.
Okay.
So
and how are you finding it?
I love it. I don't want to stop. I don't want to. Someone could just come on for the next 3 hours. That'd be great. I'm just going to go.
You know, if you're doing it record, you don't get the same feel. Well, for me, you don't. It's because you can hold on to it.
Yeah.
You can move those wires.
Fab. Just going to
You've
show
done
you
an
that.
amazing piece.
And I'm going to carry on the break as well. I don't want to stop now. I can just carry on for the next hour or so. Finish that. It'd be great.
But how quick?
I know, yeah. Not any time at all, really. It's fab, isn't it? I love that little gizmo.
Can you see that you're slightly wonky there?
Yeah.
I'll show you how to straighten your wonkiness.
Brilliant.
Have we got time now, or is there something else come in?
We're going to a break,
Oh,
I think.
are we?
But yeah, if you just quickly show
gone
me,
quicker?
how would I straighten my wonkiness?
Okay. You get, whoops.
Just because I know that's probably a question a lot of you are asking as well. With wire.
This tool and this tool.
Excellent.
So this is your conditioning glass. You give it a good wipe.
Yeah.
We can take it off the board and put it back, but you want to continue, so we'll leave it for now.
Just put it through your
what you
plate,
do is, let me take this. So if I was using this, I would just rub this.
Okay.
And what it does, it warms up the wire, and you can actually feel that it's warmer. And then I draw it through. Now, if I can find a square plate,
yeah,
I'd be a bit happier.
Yeah, okay.
But it does work. So you pull your thread through gently through each one. We've used this several times, haven't we, before?
Yeah.
And as you take it down through the holes, it elongates the wire and it makes it a much better. I've used it on the wings on this one, and you get a much more consistent weave. When you've weaved for quite some time, it just happens anyway. But to start with, it's good to have the conditioning cloth and that. And if anyone out there knows where I can get a square one, or if JM can get me a square one, amazing. I can't.
Keep our eyes peeled for you though, Helen. Don't go anywhere, because we've got another DI coming up for you in another hour's time. We've got so many bundles coming up for you now. Great opportunity for you to top up your stash. I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance, as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Fluorite has a cubic crystal structure. It's the same structure that we can see in things like garnet and also diamond. Fluorite is quite famous for its banding and its colour zoning, so you can get an array of colours within the same stone. So we're looking at purples, yellows and greens as well. Fluorite is a relatively soft stone, so it's best used in jewellery for things like earrings, where they're away from any areas that could get knocked to damage the stone.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Welcome back, good afternoon. We've had a cracking show so far today. It's been amazing. We're joined by the lovely lady that is Helen today as well, taking us through the show and the demonstrations that we've just had. Phil just came out, producer Phil, and said, actually, I liked your demo too, Hannah. You did well. Thanks, Phil. I had really good fun. I hope you did too. That was the first kit. We've got another kit and another demonstration coming up from Helen very, very soon. This hour, bundle-tastic. Oh yes. Let's start with... Oh, what's that? Oh, over there. Oh, Lauren's decided to turn up for work. She's normally on holiday as well. She's been in the Bahamas with our Kerry. Bahamas, Disney as well. Disney. You'd never think of that for a girls' holiday, would you, Disney? They did. I'm very jealous. Have a look at these. Ooh, look at these. These are fantastic. Now, these, Helen, would work brilliantly in with the Kumi himo, wouldn't they?
Oh, yes.
They're gorgeous.
They're amazing, aren't they? I love those.
Beautiful. Sensational silver spacers you've got here. You're going to get 2 packs, 200 in total of your copper rice bead spacers here. 6 by 2 millimeters in size, 100 pieces in each pack, 2 packs, 200 pieces.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I love them. I'd love... In fact, I might get some of these and then Kumi himo with them.
Well, they can go on a chandelier as well, you know. Drip them down and pop your gemstones underneath.
Oh, can you imagine? £6.95. Wow, I'm definitely getting some of these, I tell you. WQGC23 is your code for these. At £6.95, absolutely tons and tons of you on the phone lines and on the web right now. It's been such a busy afternoon so far. Carola in Oxfordshire, Sharon in Staffordshire, Jeanette in Gloucestershire, Fiona in Fife, you're there, Marion in London. I almost like... I want to do it now. I want to Kumi himo with them now so I can see the effect that it would have with these, and it would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Well done, Vivian. You've got yours. Collect it in Aberdeenshire, collect it in the West Midlands. Margaret in the West Midlands, Sherry in Greater London, Jo, Sue, Elizabeth, Lavinia, Isabel, you're there as well. If you've got a phone in your hand, press your number one button. Get through very, very quickly and get these home. Do remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're coming through right now, you're not sure whether you're going to need them or whether you're going to use them, maybe in 2 weeks' time, you'll think, do you know what, I'm going to send them back. I'm not going to use them. You will, though, won't you? If everybody checks out right now, they're gone. They're gone. So do be quick. There's quite a few of you there. Catherine in Pembrokeshire, Katrina in Wrexham, Jeanette in South Yorkshire, Lavinia, Alexandra, you're there, Jo, Sherry, Collector in West... Oh, they're going really, really quickly. Oh no, have we? Oh, we've got some gorgeous shell butterflies coming up for you. And I would just ask Phil to check the quantity. It's low quantity. Last few of those. Oh, I am sorry. That is a shame. Those are gorgeous. Well done if you got those. Lauren has just spent the entire break picking up after me. No CBs earlier on. Sorry, Lauren. Yikes. Oh, should we do them now? Okay. They're lovely. They're so, so pretty. I wish we had hundreds of these, but we don't, I'm afraid. The butterflies are just gorgeous. Look at these. How sweet are these? You know, it's not very often we see butterflies, is it? You know, we have, I'm trying to think of other animal motifs that we have in strands. We've had, yeah, we have had monkeys, we've had ducks, we've had rabbits, yes, we have, in the shell strand as well. Butterflies, for me, if you're going to do any animal motif, I always think, you know, make it a butterfly. You know, it's really graceful, really beautiful. Yeah. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh,
for me, as you know, we're talking about wire himo today. Do a wire himo shape of a butterfly, pop that in the middle, or use those on each wing. Oh, something stunning.
That would look gorgeous.
It would so well.
That would look gorgeous. Shell-tastic, easy for you to say. 2 strands you've got here. Your 10 by 6 in your butterflies, and your tubes are 6mm in size. Last 20. £8.95 for 2 strands as well. You know, even just, if you, again, back to basics, you know, 2 little butterflies in earrings. They look fantastic, wouldn't they? They'd look gorgeous. IOGC86. Sue-Ann in Bedfordshire. Alphenia in Wiltshire. Collector. June in Merseyside. Collector in Gloucestershire. Dawn in Bedfordshire. You're there as well. Margaret in the West Midlands. You've just joined me. Well done to you. IOGC86. I love those. In fact, just setting those, as they are there, can you see how they've turned every other? I haven't done that. They've just automatically done that. They sit together really, really beautifully. So in earrings, you know, if you were to take 3, maybe 4 of those in a bit of a drop in an earring, they'd look gorgeous, especially with that movement.
They're gorgeous. I really, really enjoy it. I think they're beautiful. I think I'd like to add a bit of a gizmo to them.
Yeah.
drop earrings.
Oh yeah, lovely. Collector in Gloucestershire, Dawn in Bedfordshire. I've got lots of you with these in baskets. They are last of stock, so just make sure that you're checking out for those. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, look at these. These are pretty. Stars and hearts, very much on trend at the moment, aren't they? They're in a lot of your ladies' clothing, they're in a lot of your accessories, your handbags, your purses, your scarves, your jewellery as well. You have, these are stunning. And again, you know, it might just be one of these with a strand, you know, a simple stretchy bracelet of maybe some amethyst. You want to add a little bit of lustre in, just pop one of these in, or use them as charms in bracelets and really make them go far. You've got your 5 and your 7mm hearts there, 140 carats in your 7mm hearts and 80 carats in your 5mm hearts there as well. There's absolutely loads. I don't get this one, Phil. I don't. Ought to buy this. I ought to buy. How does that link in with? Oh, is it? Okay, I get it now. Apparently, it's one of the veins in your heart or something. Okay, I ought to buy. I ought to buy this bundle. Yes. Oh dear! I tell you, if you wonder what our producer Phil does when he's not here, that's what he does. Him and Kumi, they go away every weekend. Manchester next, I think. Just been to Liverpool all weekend, sit there. Right, bundle names. £7.95 for both of these. That's like buy one, get one for £1. That's ridiculously low for you. RGDC03 is your code for this one. 800 644 655. Again, simple pair of earrings using your head pin in there. They'd look gorgeous, wouldn't they? This is the great thing about hematite as well. You've got that lustre, haven't you? So if you're working on a design, you just want to add that little bit of lustre in there. Using your hematite, whether it be your silver hematite, whether it be your rainbow hematite as well. Just stunning, stunning lustre. Collector in Greater London, Margaret in the West Midlands, Collector in Norfolk, Sharon, Zena, Mary in County Low, Darlene in Hampshire, Katrina in Wrexham, Jacqueline in Fife, Jeanette in South Yorkshire, you're there as well. Buy one, get one for £1. Absolute steal, well done. Going to bring you as many deals as we can this hour. Ooh. Lemon quartz. We had an hour of quartz for you in our education hour at 12 o'clock today. Lots, but we didn't see any lemon quartz, did we? This is gorgeous. Oh, these are stunning. I love these. 3 strands, graduated. Oh, wow.
Sorry, Hannah.
No, you carry on. You carry on clanging away.
I'm trying to tidy up.
Oh, I thought he was hinting for a cup of tea then. Banging a cup. You have 3 strands of gorgeous, gorgeous lemon quartz here, really delicate hues. I'm thinking, and you know, I know it is a way off, isn't it, spring? I love spring. Again, you know, autumn, spring, I think for jewellery makers is fab because the colours are phenomenal, aren't they? And looking at these, I'm seeing those daffodil hues, I'm seeing those soft, delicate, you know, floral hues that we see in the springtime. Beautiful. Planning ahead for those of you that do have your craft stalls? Maybe. 800 644 655. 3 strands, 80 carats each. 240 carats you've got there in total. I'll hold those out as well so you can see the graduation in those. Perfect drops for earrings again, or to wire wrap into your tiara as well. Wow. £9.95. LAGC 68 is your code. £9.95 for 3 strands. 240 carats in total. Massive, massive carat weight. With peridot, can you imagine peridot with these, that Christmas of your green, that gorgeous yellow hue there. Again, amethyst. Amethyst and your yellows go perfectly together. And if you just wanted to add in some of those spacer beads, again, it might be a simple pair of earrings and just popping a few of the spacer beads in there. Again, giving you, whoops, oh my goodness me. I should just not pick anything up today. £9.95. In fact, if we bought you one of these strands at $9.95, that's 80 carats of genuine quartz you've got there. I wouldn't think twice about coming in for those. Delicate cluster rings. You know our adjustable ring mounts with the loops on? Those in a cluster, wire wrapped into one of those rings would look gorgeous. Really, really pretty. 800, 644, 655. What would you do with these strands, Helen?
Well, you know, when you're talking about the mindfulness and well-being,
Yeah.
I actually wear a lot of quartz, and I've actually worn them on the show, the Late Show.
Yeah.
And I string them around my neck. I usually do a strand of 3 or whatever, you know, you'd like to do. And what they do, they're so cold against the skin that it brings you back. If you're having a bit of an anxiety attack or you're just feeling a little bit, you know, you want to bring yourself back down. Perhaps I should wear them now. You touch them and they instantly, the quartz is so cold against your skin, it brings you back and
makes
you think,
focus.
and it makes you feel good and joyful.
Oh, I could do with some of this around my neckline. Fab. Okay. Ooh. 2 strands of pearls and Eslon. This is going low. You need to be on the phone lines really, really. Oh, look at this colour. I love that colour. It reminds me of Christmas. But it's like a mulberry colour, isn't it? It's gorgeous. I love, love, love that. And actually, guest designer Fleur has started knotting pearls with coloured thread to kind of give, you know, your classic pearl necklace a really modern look, and that would work fantastically with your white pearls and with the pearls that we've got here as well. That is 70 metres of your S-line you've got there, your 0.4mm S-line you've got there. You've got your lavender and your pink pearls there as well, both 7 by 6mm side drilled pearls you've got there. Those colours, bridesmaids, perfect. Little stretchy bracelets, they'd be gorgeous, wouldn't they? I love those colours. Really, really delicate. Or maybe just using one of these as a charm in a bracelet, you know, as a gift idea. If you're creating, you know, any gifts for Christmas maybe, just popping a genuine pearl onto a charm. Beautiful. £8.95. If you're on the web right now, I'd like you to do me a favour. Open up a new tab, type in genuine cultured pearl necklace. See what's the price, see what kind of price is, see what the lowest price tag you can find is. I bet you won't get one strand for £8.95. In fact, I think you'd struggle to get a synthetic strand for £8.95. You've got 2 beautiful strands of pearls here, and you've got 70 metres of your S-line. Very, very low stock. IHGC 65 is your code for this one. Lots and lots of you with these in baskets. If you don't check out straight away, there is a chance you could miss out, especially when we're as low as we are on this one for quantity. Telephone bidders are coming through at the same time. They could just pick you to the post by speaking to the call centre and confirming. So my advice to you, if you want it, check it out as soon as you can. Doesn't matter how many times you're logging in and out on the web today, you're only going to get 1 P&P in any one day. From midnight last night until midnight tonight, 1 P&P. You can shop until you drop. 17 chances. We've got a couple of multi-bidders there. Collector in Northumberland, you've got 2. Congratulations. Collector in Surrey, you've got 2 as well. Paula in Essex, Linda in Nottinghamshire. Pippa in Wiltshire, Nagat in Surrey, Francis, you're there, Vicky in East Sussex, Collector in Suffolk, Collector in Kent, Angela in Surrey, Jane in Hampshire, Myra, well done to you, Tatiana in Greater London, Donna in Cheshire, Jeanette in Gloucestershire. Make sure you're confirming. That is £8.95 for 2 strands of genuine pearls and 70 metres of your S-line there as well. That is incredible. It really, really is. Well done. If you're checking out. Carol in Nice, well done to you. Deborah in Leicestershire. Genia in Greater Manchester. Margaret on the Scottish borders. You're there as well. Congratulations. IHGC 65, just single figures. I think that's going to be a sellout. Brilliant. Oh, I love this gemstone. Do you know, I had this gemstone yesterday for the first time in an absolute age. This, oh, look at the colours. I want these. Oh, 2 strands of 4mm rounds. Look at the colours. Fluorite for me is just one of those gemstones that pretty much works with anything in your stash. And you've got such an array of colours within your fluorite. Generally we see the purples, sometimes we see the blues, the greens, the yellows in there, and you certainly have those gorgeous greens in this strand. Oh, look at these. Do you know what? With 4mm gemstones, I just love simple stretchy bracelets with a solid sterling silver charm in there. If you've got any of our multi-link connectors, multi-strand connectors I should say, maybe a 4-strand connector, how pretty would that look? I want this. Can we give this to Helen as a challenge? Oh, yeah. I think producer Phil just got the look of, don't think about it.
I will next time.
Yeah, we'll let you off today.
Yeah.
You're very busy.
Well, it's just I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, and you're having to work like a bat as well today. All our guest designers, all of our guest designers working upside down because of the, there's no overhead camera. It feels like, what? Where are we going with that one? Working like a bat? She can't work in the dark. You have 30 carats. That's 60 carats in total in your fluorite there. 2 strands of your 4mm rounds. It'll be fluorite on the night. Well done, Phil. Well done. 0800 644 655 £8.95. So again, for those of you that have already got amethyst in your stash, brilliant, because it really, really complements amethyst. Any of you who've got your Praise Light amethyst, again, those greens are really, really complementary to that as well. They're gorgeous. And you know what? They are faceted. So the luster that you have got here is incredible. It really, really is. £8.95, BAGC 81 is your code. Do you know what? I've spent so much money already today. In my head, oh yeah, I've got loads. I've got that kit. I want the Kumi himo board. I want the wire bundles, but I think they sold out. I want these spacer beads too. I want these floral. I don't want much, do I? No. BAGC 81. Well done if you've got those. Gorgeous. Righty-ho. Oh, there we are. Oh, Cool Waters. Good name for an aftershave, that. Cool Waters. Have a look. That'll be Phil's next project. Make an aftershave. Look at these. These are gorgeous, beautiful blues. Look at these. Do you know what? You've got some real tanzanite blues there, haven't you? They are fantastic. Blue quartzite you've got here. Oh, wow. They are so, so deep. Look at that colour. They're absolutely colossal, aren't they? 12mm rounds you've got here. 3 strands. Let's count out one of these strands for you, see what you're getting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Approximately 33. 99 beads approximately you've got there. And we're going down from £17.85 to buy one, get 2 free. Yes, FUGC 76 is your code for this one. £6.95. What a great way of topping up your stash today. And look at that richness of colour that you've got within the quartzite here. Blue, apparently, so I think it was Ben, our director Ben, that told us he's got this fact from somewhere, but he can't quite remember where he got it from. Over 70% of the world's favourite colour is blue. What's your favourite colour, Helen?
Blue.
Ah.
Navy blue.
Oh. Nice. I like it.
No,
see,
really, you didn't preempt that.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Yeah, blue.
Oh, see, there
I
you
love
go.
my pinks and I love the reds and the burgundies. I love all colours.
Yeah.
And my favourite colour is blue.
Blue. Brilliant. Anna, well, again, Helen, I'm sorry that you're here today because we've taken these down to $6.95 and you've got 3 strands there. Oh. Absolutely tons of you coming in on the phone line, so well done. It is a free phone number, so do remember, if you're on hold for a few seconds or a couple of minutes even, it's not going to cost you a single penny just to hold on those lines and stay exactly where you are, and it's well worth the wait at that price tag. We've got more of these clearance bundles coming up. Oh, yes, we are. We're only halfway through the hour. Oh, yes. Helen in Sussex, Helen in Gloucestershire, Christine in Gwent, well done, Pippa in Wiltshire, Linda in Greater London, Collector in Norfolk, Donna in Cheshire, well done to you, Carol in Greater London, Tatiana, you're back in, Mary in County Low, Linda in Nottinghamshire, Isabel in Lancashire, Kalisha in Cambridgeshire, you've got 2, Collector in Northumberland, you've got 3, so that's actually 9 strands that you're going to get. Wow. That's a lot of gemstones, isn't it? Brilliant. Okie dokies. Oh, look at this colour. These are a real blush pink hue. These are gorgeous. Strawberry quartz. Oh, now if I ever think of strawberries, I think of cream. Strawberries and cream. Clotted cream. Have a look at these. These are gorgeous. In fact, those butterflies that we had would work beautifully with these. I'm just going to bring those back, actually. I think they sold out. Oh, there's 3 left. Look at those together. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, I love the pinks that you've got here. Strawberry ripples in your quartzite you've got here. That are really... In fact, do you know what? There's no gemstone that I can think of that even comes close to this colour. You know, sometimes if you see, like, we just had the blue quartzite and we thought, yeah, it's quite close to tanzanite, isn't it? Some of the tanzanite that we get. I can't think of anything that comes close to this in colour. It's really unique. You've got a real beautiful blush pink hue to the gemstone. And again, you've got 3 strands here. 3 strands, and they are 10 mil rounds. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 39 approximately in each strand there. Wow, that's a lot. That's about 117, I think. $6.95. Buy 2, no, buy 1, get 2 free again. Do you know what? This hour's brilliant for topping up your stash. Or if you're brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker, you've never ever shopped with us before, you've seen Helen's demo this morning, this afternoon even, and you're thinking, do you know what? I'd actually quite like to give this a go now. I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to do it. You've got nothing to lose, I promise you. The price tag that you're seeing on your screen right now, that's all you're going to pay. Push your P&P, that's it. $6.95 for all of these gemstones that you've got here, and you're getting some design of inspiration from our Helen as well today. Incredible. $6.95. Well done, Angela in Nottinghamshire, Kalisha, Moira, well done to you in County Kildare, Vivian, Katrina, Linda, well done, John in Worcestershire, Helen in Sussex, well done to you, Collector in Northumberland, Jacqueline in Staffordshire, Chris in Somerset, Nicola in South Yorkshire. These are flying out of the door. I'm not surprised at that price tag. Again, simple, stretchy with these. You know, it can be simple jewellery making. It can be as simple or it can be as elaborate as you want to go with any of the gemstone strands that we're bringing you here. Get them home, use your 30-day money-back guarantee, have a little think about what you're going to do with these. You've got a lot here to work with, haven't you? FTGC18. Brilliant. Hold those lines. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon, 10 mil rounds. Oh, Blue Lagoon. Have you had a holiday this year, Helen?
I'd like to have sort of long weekends. I haven't had... Well, I've heard all about your holiday because it turned into your honeymoon, didn't it? And your wedding.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I did.
Oh,
well, the
just
thing
popping
is,
up on holiday.
The thing is, Helen, I haven't had a honeymoon as such yet because...
But you were on it when you got married.
But so was everyone else. you know, it was a family holiday. There was quite a few people there, and then even more family the second week for my cousin's wedding as well. So.
Well, what made me laugh was you was actually on the bridal show. Was it with Sheila?
Yeah, the week before.
Yes, and thinking back, you did actually drop a few hints in there. Well, tried not to.
I did say to Sheila,
yeah.
I did say to Sheila, if I was getting married next week, I would have borrowed this off you.
Yeah,
And I was getting married next week. I just never told anybody. And I did borrow it. What could I have said to her? Sheila, yes I am. Can I borrow it please? Couldn't tell anyone.
Oh.
Yes, I do need a honeymoon. Anyway, Blue Lagoon, have a look at these. 3 strands, 20 carats. 20 carats, they look more than 20 carats in each of these. Wow, they really do. Yeah, it's 20 carats in each. It's more than that. They've got to be, haven't they? It's more than 20 carats in these strands. How many, sorry? 840, so that is 280. Oh, okay. So the 8's missing out the middle there. 280 carats of your blue quartz like that. Bit of a difference, isn't there? I knew there wasn't 20 carats in each of these strands. They're huge. Blue Lagoon, you've got 3 strands in total. Massive, massive carat weight. We've done it again. Buy 1, get 2 free. Topping up your stash today. You are so lucky. Lois in Florida. It's wonderful to shop with JM. If you're new to this, don't hesitate. I've purchased so much and everything is beautiful. Love, 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 JM. Oh, Lois in Florida, that's lovely. Thank you so much. If you're coming in and you're a little bit apprehensive, you can go on to FIFO. There's hundreds and thousands of reviews there as well for lots of different products that people have bought from us previously. You know, if you're a little bit unsure, go and have a look on there as well. We've had some fantastic feedback from customers as well. We've got a FIFO review for the channel, have we? Maureen in Nottingham today. Brilliant. This is good. Maureen today says the best company to buy gems from, don't buy from anyone else. Do you know, the great thing is that we do give you that 30 days and it is just for your peace of mind, nothing else, you know. So if you're just thinking, I'm not sure, and I've got to be honest, you know, before I worked here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, you know, when I got to Shopping Telly, I was like, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. When you can't see something, you know, and you can't see someone in person, you might be a little bit apprehensive. That's why you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee there. Have a look at our reviews. We've got people with us that have been shopping with us since day dot here at Gemporia, and that tells you something, doesn't it? Genuine gemstones, exactly what it says on the tin. We say no to faux. $6.95, well done. If you managed to get those. Thanks for that, Maureen in Nottinghamshire. Set a review there. Watermelon heaven. Oh, this colour is really making me think of strawberries and cream. Oh, these are gorgeous. I love watermelon. If you could get watermelon that was de-pipped, it'd be fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I love watermelon. I love it so much. But sitting there, picking out the pips, you know, that's valuable jewellery making time, isn't it? Apparently you can get them, Helen, apparently.
Oh, right.
Yeah, very rare. Yeah, I've yet to find one. But if I did find one that was de-pipped, I'd eat a whole one, I think.
Yeah, let me know as well when you find that one.
Yeah, I will. Watermelon heaven. I once told our Carol Roach here at Jewellery Maker many, many moons ago now. She was going to a local supermarket on her break and she had bought a punnet of cherries, and I told her that they had a service in there where you take punnet of cherries up to the desk, they will de-pick them for you. And she believed me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did tell her. To be fair, I did tell her before she left that, no, please, Carol, don't go and ask them to de-pip your cherries. Do you know who I am? Can you de-pip these, please? 160 carats of your watermelon heaven you've got here. These are gorgeous. 8mm rounds you've got here. 160 carats. Is that in each strand, I'm guessing? Yes. 480 carats in total. Again, we've done it again. Wow. I am so not putting my name down. to work with you next time, Phil. I need to be at home right now. LQGC61 at just £6.95. You know, sometimes, and I know some of you that have craft stores, on your craft store, you like to have that little extra. So it might be that actually this whole bundle's only cost you £6.95. So why not make a really simple pair of earrings using just 2 of the gemstones? And it could be that one piece that you say to your customers, do you know what, if you're buying this set, I'll throw these earrings in for you. You can have these earrings. Nice little touch, and actually it's going to get them coming back to your craft store, and they've got themselves a free piece of genuine gemstone jewellery that actually, to make, it's only cost you, I don't know, pence for a pair of earrings, just 2 of these gemstones. Say that again. In Japan, they sell square watermelons.
Oh.
Hang on a minute. A square watermelon, and it's £200. £200 each. Do they have pips in them?
Do they have pips?
£200 for a watermelon?
You wouldn't want to eat it, would you?
£200 for a watermelon.
Imagine how many gemstones you can get for that.
Oh my word. Is it £200 in weight, or does it cost £200? It costs £200 to buy. If you've got access to the internet, just go and have a little type in square watermelon. That's impressive, but £200. Oh my gosh! I don't think of the shoes I could have. Think of the holiday. I could have a weekend away with £200. It's got pips in. I can see the bottom picture. No, no. Well done if you've got those, by the way. Okay. Sorry, lovely. Oh. Christmas. Du, 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 du. Look at these. Oh, these need to be on my wine charms for Christmas.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. Oh, look at them go. They're like little disco balls. They are beautiful. Golden accents, spacers. Oh, these are just dreamy. They're a perfect addition to your stash at home. Like I was saying earlier, you know, some gemstones we've got, you know, that may be a little bit high end, or you've got a limited quantity of them. You just want to make them go as far as you possibly can. So maybe add in those spacers just to stretch them out again, adding that luster to your designs. These are gorgeous. They look so high end. So I'm really considering genuine gemstone Christmas tree decorations this year. Is that a bit too far, do you think?
Well, it depends. If you're going to have a real tree, I don't know if they hold the weight. However, imagine them coming down from the ceiling or on your lights or your window. Yeah. You know,
chandelier.
So, yeah, your chandelier. Perfect.
I know, I'm so excited. 75 carats in each strand you've got here, so that's actually 150 carats in total. £7.90. No, Phil doesn't like that price at all. We're going lower. UBGC49 is your code for these. They are beautiful. Well done if you're already on the phone lines and on the web checking these out. I'd be multi-buying for something like this. I really, really would. Helen, do you go to town on your table at Christmas?
I do. I love making all the decorations. My mother is a great crafter as well. So, you know, she'll always make flowers and things around the candles and poinsettias and gemstones.
Sorry, Helen, they're really laughing at me because I said, do you go to town on your table at Christmas? Oh, no, she goes to town in the car.
I don't go shopping. The shops are shut then, so I don't actually go to town.
She goes in the car, of course. I just went on the decorations, you know, do you go to town on the table?
We know what we mean, don't we?
I knew exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, don't go to town on the table. I'd get in the car, walk if you can. It might not be very safe. It'll take a long time. $6.95. Wow. Jackie and Rhonda, well done to you. Sylvia in Cumbria, Christine in Dorset, Fiona in Gloucestershire, you're there as well. Collector in Greater London, Helen in the West Midlands, Maureen in Lincolnshire, well done. $6.95, incredible. After Christmas, by the way, as you all know, I do like Christmas. I do talk about it a lot. I want to see pictures of your tables after Christmas. I love that.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
You know, wherever you can get the genuine gemstones in, like on your crackers and wine charms.
Yeah.
Love it, I do. Well done if you've got these absolutely tons and tons of you there. All about the sparkle we are. Love it. So, as Helen was saying, yes, she does, but not technically. She does go to town.
I go to town, yes, but not. I don't actually go anywhere. Is the gallery full of men today? Is that what it is?
No, it was. It went straight over my head as well, to be honest, until they started really laughing. I was like, what are they laughing about?
They do laugh at
It's
everything.
our producer Phil and director Leah. Yeah. Goes to town on the table. You've got wheels on your table. But look at these. 3 strands, your blue rainbow coated shell, your fuchsia pink shell and your purple shell there as well. 4 millimetres. 4 millimetres in size. They're so colourful, aren't they? Just like the Crackled quartz I had actually in your educational hour at 12 o'clock today. They'd work beautifully in with those, wouldn't they? They are gorgeous. Festival jewellery. Perfect for something like that. Again, wish bracelets, brilliant. Simple stretches. ZRGC 45. Did I hear the word clearance? I did. Clearance town. $6.95. Buy one, get 2 free. She sells gemstones by the seashore. I can't even say that one, never mind. Seashells. She sells gemstones by the seashore. I'm not going to do it again.
I think they make amazing stocking fillers, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I like this. Helen's
Great.
into Christmas. Yes.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good. Deborah in New Jersey. Hannah, seedless watermelons are very common here in the States. Oh, I am booking my next holiday there. Never. Karen in Avon, I just looked online. You can also get heart-shaped watermelon.
No.
That's got to be photoshopped or something. A heart-shaped watermelon. Helen in the West Midlands. Last year I made wreaths using real pine cones and wine red pearls and other lovely gemstones, all from JM, of course. We'll have to send you a pic. Yes, Helen in the West Midlands, please, please do. Would love to see your Christmas pics. I love it, I do.
Yeah.
I'm going to America. That's it. I'm off. Just for the seedless watermelon. Oh, I'd be in heaven, I tell you. I really... Have you done it? Have you found it? Heart-shaped watermelon? Where, though? I mean, come on. Heart-shaped. Oh! That's not right, is it? Is it? I think somebody's... that's either, you know, like sometimes people post photographs of funny-shaped carrots or funny-shaped tomatoes. You know, like when you get a random one. That's either that. It's too perfect.
But that, do you know the stalk? Is that really right? I don't know if that stalk is right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah,
the
I'm not
square
so
one,
sure.
yeah, get the square one, but I'm not sure about the love heart one. I'm not sure.
Yes. Anyways, thanks for your watermelon information. Do you know what? I'm definitely, honestly, thing is, Debbie in New Jersey, if it wasn't so weighty, I would ask you to send me one. Karen in Avon, they even give instructions on how to grow these weird shaped melons.
Oh. This is a whole new show.
Yeah, isn't it just? Fancy growing any watermelons? Peculiar shapes. Weird channel. Well done if you got that bundle, by the way. Fantastic. Oh, look at this. Rose quartz. This is gorgeous, this gemstone. Oh, look at the size of some of these. These are really, really huge. 3 strands of your rose quartz you've got here. Now, we saw guest designer Jan good few minutes ago now. All she did was take, wasn't a rose quartz, I think it might have been a clear quartz, but the same kind of shapes we were looking at, same kind of shape nuggets, size nuggets. She just took one of them, used a solid sterling silver half jewel pendant bail, and just popped one of the gemstones in a pendant bail on a sterling silver chain. Looked fabulous. Quite often we see her just wire wrapping one of these into a ring. It looks beautiful. And you know, if you're using one of these at a time, as Jan would say, gravy. Indeed, because there's absolutely hundreds of them, you know, across all 3 strands here. They are 10 by 5 to 25 by 6 millimeters in size. How many carats? 1,260 carats you've got in total here. Wow. At $6.95. And if you've ever seen one of those designs of guest designer Jan's, I think any one of these gemstones in that kind of design at $6.95. I mean, this is genuine rose quartz we're looking at here. They're really sizable, really sizable. DGGC59 is your code. Look how they're huge. Vivian in the Highlands, collect it in Greater Manchester. Tatiana in Greater Manchester. I beg your pardon, Tatiana's in Greater London. Collect it in Avon, collect it in Northumberland. Angela in Nottinghamshire, Christine in Dorset, well done, Sandy in Dorset, Jacqueline, Rosamond in Midlothian, you're there as well. I've really missed out on a cracking hour today for deals. My mum will be gutted as well because she's in the car on the way back to Wales, so she won't be getting these today either. I haven't got my personal shopper now. $6.95. I know, it's bad, isn't it? 800 644 655. Carol in Devon, collect it in Norfolk. My personal shopper is my mum, by the way, just before anyone's thinking, wow. Wow, she's got a personal shopper. No, but surprisingly enough, most of the guest designers here have their own personal shoppers that watch for them. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Guest designer Mark, he's got a little code system, has he?
Oh, yes.
Next time I watch it, I'm going to see if I can work that out.
He changes it all the time.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Sometimes it's a touch of the glasses, if he's got his glasses on. Sometimes I've seen him touch his head or say a word a couple of times. Oh, he changes it. He tries to put us all off the scent when we're watching.
Oh, the little monkey.
Yeah.
You wait until I see him. I'm onto him.
Yeah, watch out, I think that's one of his signs.
Yeah, probably. Anna-Marie, I'll just tell you, buy at me, Mum. Mum, buy at me. Joe in Oxfordshire, Anne-Marie in Yorkshire, Isabel in Angus, Valerie in West Midlands, collect in Norfolk, Jacqueline, you're there, Teresa in the West Midlands, Cynthia in Hampshire, Rhiannon, well done to you, Mary in County Low, Christine in West Yorkshire, you've got 2. I'd have to multi-buy for these. Rose quartz is such a beautiful gemstone and it's so well known. But if you go, I always call them seaside shops. There's a particular shop that I go to back in Wales, which is, it's kind of, I don't know what to call it really, but they sell like Thai Buddhas, incense.
Oh, wow.
Sterling silver jewellery, you know, that kind of thing.
Is it a very well-known shop?
Yeah.
I think I know. And Pembrokeshire?
Yeah.
I know the one.
Yeah, and if you go in there, you will find rose quartz, you'll find labradorite, you'll find amethyst. Prices, wow. Honestly, you just wouldn't believe, and it really does. And it's not until you have a good look around and do some research that you actually think, my goodness me, Jewellery Maker is amazing. Because we do all get a little bit, you know, set in our ways and comfortable, and we're just like, yeah, $6.95, we see that every day. We do here at Jewellery Maker. Anywhere else, my goodness me.
We're really spoiled, aren't we?
We are.
But I know the shop you're on about, and one of those, a little bit of silver each side, and you're talking £45 minimum just for one piece of quartz.
Yeah.
I paid £5 just, and it wasn't on a charm. You know, you can just pick them up for as a charm to hold. I think I paid £5 for one.
Wow.
But that you know, that is what the prices are.
And even you saying £5 for one, that's actually quite reasonable.
Yeah, for one little nugget piece. Yeah.
But you know, it's not Jewellery Maker prices, is it?
No.
Oh, we like these. Look at these. Look at the colours in these hematite. The shapes of these would make fantastic spaces, wouldn't they? You know, and also great for gents pieces as well. You know, if you've got any of your silver hematite, maybe in a gents stretchy, maybe gorgeous. And again, all of that colour will allow you to use so many other gemstones within your design here. You've got the purples in there, you've got the blues, you've got the greens, you've got the yellows, you've got the pinks in there as well. They are stunning. 155 carats in each strand you've got there. And they are, oh, I was looking for a size. Oh, there we go, 5 by 2 millimetres in size, 36 centimetre strand. Even just stacked up in earrings. Beautiful. Again, as simple or as elaborate as you wish to do so. NWGC 67, buy one, get one free. Oh. Yes, please. What would you do with these, Helen?
Well, straight away I look at those and it'd have to be a wire himo peacock.
Oh,
straight away,
yes.
I've got to say that. However, they're so stackable. I'd have to make some stackable bracelets for everyday wear. Yeah. So you can still have your, you know, your big pieces and your elaborate pieces, but a bit of day wear is always nice as well. Yeah. If you stack of bracelets, oh, they'd be lovely.
They're gorgeous, wouldn't they?
And they go with anything because of all the colours in there.
That's it. That's it. They're so versatile, aren't they? And they're going to work with any design, any piece of jewellery. Adele, well done in Herefordshire. Linda in Cleveland. Collector in Greater Manchester. Sylvia. Tina in Cheshire. Helen in Sussex. Well done. Collector in Hampshire. You're all there as well. Lots of you checking out on the web. If you've got these in your basket, check out as soon as you can. Do remember, doesn't matter how many times you log in or out, 1 P&P. All day from midnight last night until midnight tonight. I reckon there's a good 100 in this strand, you know. I've just counted out 10 for you there. There's a good 100 in this strand that you've got here.
One strand, yeah.
Whoopsie. Oh, silly me. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Margaret in the West Midlands, Collector in Lincolnshire. June in Merseyside, Angela in Surrey, you'll know well done. Andrew in Kent, Claire, Jane, Carol, Deborah, Valerie. Lots and lots of you checking out. You're getting lots of watermelon messages, are you, Phil? Brilliant. Donna in Greater Manchester. Hi, Hannah. They are grown in shaped boxes so that they form the shape the bigger they grow.
Oh.
Ah, love Helen's designs. Great show. Oh, thank you.
Kind.
So they grow them in boxes. I guess, yeah. So it would form the shape. It's like a mould, if you like. I didn't even know you could do that. Could you do that with any fruit? Not on a tree.
Well, they're cheating though, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
They're cheating, you know. It's not real, is it, really?
It's pretty cool, though.
What was it for 200? Was it
£200? So maybe we should just start growing funny-shaped watermelons and selling them. Fabulous. Okay. Oh, there we go. Some more rainbow hematite for you. 800 carats you've got here. These are gorgeous. Oh, wow. One of these, for me, it's all you would need in a design, isn't it? Just one of them. That power of colour, that power of lustre. They are so, so colourful. You have 800 carats in total. 9mm rounds you've got here, 2 36 centimetre strands. In fact, I'm just going to count one of those out for you so we know exactly how many we've got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 40. So that's approximately 80 gemstones you've got there in total. That could be 40 pairs of earrings, couldn't it? You know, you could just drop one of these into Kumi himo. You know, and whatever colour wire you used with these, Helen, it would work perfectly.
It would, amazing, but these really remind me very a vintage look.
Yeah.
The colours in them, I can imagine those with maybe the lemon quartz we had earlier. Ooh. Or just interspersed. It'll really bring out those golds and the blues in there, and you could create quite a vintage feel, you know.
They are stunning, aren't they? I mean, there's so much to look at, isn't there? Yeah. The lustre and the colour is just magical. It really, really is. EPGC04 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. Should be £13.90 for you. But we're going to do another cheeky deal for you. You've had a very cheeky hour. Wow. $6.95. It's like half price, isn't it? Buy one, get one free. Ridiculously low. Just add them to your order as soon as you can. Sylvia, you've done just that. Tatiana in Greater London, I think you've been in for every auction this hour, so well done to you. Adding to your order 1 P&P in any one day, and it's only £2.95 standard here in the UK from midnight last night right up until midnight tonight. You can order 10 pieces, 20 pieces, 100 pieces if you wanted to. That P&P, it's going to stay the same. In fact, I went to the post office this morning and posted a package off this morning. £6.70 that cost me. Yeah, I know. And it wasn't even big, you know.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I tell you. You can have a few thousand carats in a huge box delivered to your door for just £2.95. Incredible. EPGC04. That's if you live in the UK, I should say. Kalisha in Cambridgeshire, collect it in Buckinghamshire, collect it in Hertfordshire. Donna Isabel, collect it in Oregon. Well done. Andrea in Kent. Helen in Sussex, well done to you. Kalisha in Cambridgeshire. Jean in Fife. Claire in South Yorkshire, well done. Bridget in Lancashire. Fiona, you've got yours. Phenomenal, phenomenal deals. The last hour has been fantastic. We have another spectacular kit coming up for you. Oh, you're going to love it. And Helen's pieces, unbelievable. We have, in fact, we're going to have a sneak peek of Helen's jewellery. Look at those. Oh, look at what you've got in that kit. Oh, I love that, Helen.
Well, the sort of word was Grecian.
Ah.
So I was thinking of Grecian goddess.
Ooh.
And I was thinking, oh, well, what would I like to wear if I was a Grecian goddess?
Oh, I love, love, love them. Kit going down really, really low for you. Some more great deals and some more for the lovely Helen as well. So don't go anywhere and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes' time.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of the TV studios, meet the presenters and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments, a £20 gift voucher towards your evening meal and a free glass of bubbly.
In terms of summarising the course, terrific fun, extreme, learnt so much. Feel like I've gone away, got a massive, even greater passion for jewellery.
Very good value, very well put together, and yes, go for it.
Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker. Join our guest designer Sarah Elvin for some fantastic braiding techniques in her new DVD, Braiding Edition 1. This DVD includes the basic elements for your braiding: a spiral half hitch, a fishtail braid, a half hitch round, a half hitch braid, and finally Charlotte's Web. Watch this DVD and create some fabulous jewellery with ease. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Good afternoon, welcome back to today's show. We're having a great time. I just had a Kumi himo all day and not stop. Unfortunately, I have to. We have another kit coming up for you now, which is gorgeous. If you do have the last kit still in your basket, do make sure that you are checking out that, as there still are quite a few of you with those in baskets. We've seen some incredible designs of Helen's today, and these, again, are just unbelievable. They are gorgeous, and I'm loving the butterfly.
Oh, lovely.
Loving the little butterfly there. It's a dragonfly or a butterfly. Do you know, I've just looked and thought, actually,
It's
that could be a
whatever you want
dragonfly.
it to be, Hannah. It's whatever you want it to be.
I love that. Look at those designs. And the coils, again, your gizmo coils in there work really, really well. With the, do you know what, the antique bronze wire, we were just talking about antique bronze wire actually on the break, and you were saying how much you love antique. I love antique bronze wire, and do you know what, I was just looking at those with the pearls. How vintage does that look?
Well, if you turn to the back of that necklace there, you'll see all the coils on there are very fine coils with a 0.25.
Okay.
And they actually are the actual French coils that bring together the pearls on any necklace. So it is a vintage feel to it. And against those vibrant colours and the rich colours of the pearls, it's tremendous. If you turn it back around, you'll see that you get such a vintage feel with it.
It's gorgeous.
You know,
I think, and I know a lot of you, you know, might think differently, but I always think for pearls, it's got to be antique bronze wire. So I actually love this kit for that reason, the vintageness.
Yeah.
You are going to get a lot of wire in this kit. Again, you've had fantastic opportunities to get wire today. 30 metres of wire you're getting. You've got your 1 mil, your 0.6 and your 0.25 there. So again, for any of your Kumi himo or your
Wire himo,
that's it. I was trying to think now. I was thinking, what is it? What are those two words that I need to put together? Wire himo. Perfect gauges you've got there as well. And for doing the little French wire that you've just made in that design as well. They're gorgeous. And with the pearls, for me, it's an absolute match. Pearl-wise, in this strand, oh my gosh. Do you know what? The other day I said exactly the same, because the other day we had, we did have some pearls in a kit, and I said that, you know, anywhere else you would be lucky if you could get one strand of pearls for the price tag that we're taking the entire kit down to. You know, I just can't. I've never ever seen. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a strand of genuine pearls anywhere else for double figures. I really, really don't know. Don't think I have. I need a donut. So you have your white cultured pearls, your Baroque pearls that are 7 by 6 millimetres in size there. You've got your pearl rondelles that are 8 by 5 millimetres in size. Your cultured pearls that are 6 by 11 millimetres in size. And you've got your shells there, your seashell carved leaves that are 30 by 13 millimetres in size. Now, Phil, did you say to me that one of these was completely natural? 2 of them. 2 of the strands of pearls that you have here are completely natural. These 2 here, wow, completely natural. Now, there's a lot to be said for completely natural gemstones. A lot of gemstones in the industry are treated, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Wherever there is room for improvement, you know, we will do it. Nothing wrong with that at all. However, natural gemstones can sometimes command much higher price tags for that reason that they are natural, especially when you're shopping elsewhere. Here, today, I am bringing you these pearls, which are 100% natural. In fact, I'm just going to hold this up if I can, Claire, this one strand here, because I absolutely love these. If I were to simply restrand this and knot it, and then solid sterling silver clasp on there as well, I would not be selling this for anything under 3 figures. It's a pearl necklace. It's a genuine pearl necklace, and they are 100% natural. That, for me, I'm coming in for that strand.
Yeah, but £120 I've actually had mine valued for.
Yeah?
It was a shop and they were going to, and they were going to resell them. They actually told me for about 400.
Really?
But they would offer me 120. It did have a silver clasp.
Yeah.
And I had put one peacock pearl in there, just the one.
Wow.
And I've also done it with a citrine as well, just the one citrine, just to break it up, give it a bit of a different vibe. And like you were saying earlier, for years now, I can't understand why people are just using one colour thread for their pearls. You know, bring in your colours of threads.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
lots of people doing that. If you did get the Eslon earlier on, that'd be brilliant with these as well. 0800 644 655, the carved leaves as well. Gorgeous for tiaras, for hair pieces. £27.95. We are under 30. If you have a look right now on the web, see if you can get a strand of natural, genuine white pearls anywhere for £27.95. I don't think you'll find a strand anywhere for that price tag. Never mind 3. And your shells, your carved shell leaves there, and all of your wire as well. That's an incredible deal. It really is. KMGC74 is your code for this one. If you are on those phone lines, I would be confirming as quickly as you possibly can, because that is an exceptional deal. I've no doubt this kit will sell out today. KMGC74. We've only got 40.
Oh!
Only 40 chances. That's not enough. How many guest designers have we had here that have said, pearls, that's where the money's at, you know, that's where their money's at. Guest designer Jan again, she was on this morning. You know, it might be simply restranding this one and having some pearl earrings there as well, using your carved leaves in a tiara design, in a hair comb, anything like that. Just phenomenal. That, you know, the money making potential in pearls, especially because of our buying power here at Jewellery Maker. You know, we can get you phenomenal deals, and we'll pass those deals on to you. The money making potential is incredible. And one thing that I always say, especially with pearls, don't underprice them, because people will start to doubt that you actually have genuine gemstones. KMGC74, lots and lots of you on those phone lines and on the web today. Do make sure that you are checking out. Mary in County Low, Dee in Oxfordshire, Emma in Berkshire, Collector in Buckinghamshire, Louise, you're there as well. Eleanor, you've got yours in Barcelona. Beverly in Cumbria, you're there. £27.95. I think these are going to go very, very quickly. Well done.
I'm not surprised. As I say, especially with that 0.25 in there to give you your French wire against those pearls, and they would look vintage. Yeah. People wouldn't know that they weren't vintage. I'm not saying lie about it, but you would get that real, authentic vintage feel, as you say, because you've got your 0.25 there for your French wiring as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. Actually, we've got Eleanor in Barcelona, very regular viewer here at Jewellery Maker. She's got herself too. Doe in Oxfordshire, you've got yourself too. If people are multi-buying this kit, you really know you're onto a good thing, don't you? And for me, pearls especially, whenever we're bringing you a bundle like this in a kit, I'm always thinking, please let this be $69.95 minimum, because that, you know, we just shouldn't. Even Jewellery Maker prices at $69.95 for one strand of pearls. I would think that's incredible. We're at £27.95 for the entire kit here. What an absolute steal of a deal that you've got there. I am lucky enough to have a couple of pearl necklaces actually at home, and I think it's always top of our list. As ladies, the diamond ring and the pearl necklace. And, you know, we talk about gemstones being family heirloom pieces, but I think a pearl necklace, to be able to pass that down through generations.
I actually collect pearls. I've started off many years ago with vintage designs and collecting vintage pieces. So I fell in love with pearls. And then I started buying broken necklaces with the pearls. Don't be afraid, they actually match up. They're the same pearls. So if you've got other you know, jewellery that you need to add in your pearls, do that. And these pearls are such great quality.
They are, aren't they?
And also with the pearls, I like to see them. I actually display them in the house. I want to touch them.
Wow.
They are actually on busts.
Yeah.
And not all made up into jewellery. Some just sit there. And I got to say, these, and particularly these, I fell in love straight away.
Oh,
the shape on these, they're very reminiscent of the rice pearl bead, aren't they?
They're
and
gorgeous.
the colour, is it called pearlescence?
Yeah, the pearlescence.
On these is astounding. It's
phenomenal. And it's natural.
I just want that sat in my house for me to hold, to look at.
Yeah.
It makes you feel so happy, doesn't it?
It does.
There's pinks in
They're
there.
so
There's
high
everything
end.
in there.
So high end. Eleanor from Barcelona, who's coming into the workshop later on this month. She says, hooray, got mine, getting it posted to my mum's in the UK so I can pick it up from there when I visit next week.
Oh, lucky.
Very happy. Gorgeous work. Do you know what? Well done, Eleanor, in Barcelona. I can't wait to meet you when she comes in at the workshop. Finally, I can put a face to the name. She's here every single day. £27.95. If you have got that in your basket, do make sure you're checking out as soon as you can. They're gorgeous.
And what a lovely place for Eleanor to visit. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
She'll be in the Orangery, I think, won't she, working?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice,
exciting,
Eleanor.
yeah.
The buffet's amazing as well.
Oh, I've not had the buffet yet.
Oh, have you not?
Hang around.
Oh, honestly, amazing. Right, Helen, I shall let you crack on.
Okay, well, I just
What are you gonna
first
show
of
us?
all wanted, I was going to take you into how I made that, but I think we're a little bit too far advanced for that.
Okay.
Because you're adding and taking away wires and you're adding the beads. Which,
Is that this piece
yeah,
here?
so that's a little bit more complex.
Yeah.
So what I was going to do, we'll start off where we ended, if that's okay.
Brilliant.
Now, I don't know if you want to try and add a bead to yours.
Please.
So there we go. Now, I'm going to do something else while you add your bead.
Okay.
I'll tell you what we're going to do first. So, I think just because we've tipped them everywhere, let's go.
I love the way she says we. At least, you know, it was totally me. But if you want to take some of the responsibility, Helen, I'll let you.
I didn't like to say. Put those on there for now.
Okay.
Now all we're going to do is, I'll show you on this one then.
Yeah.
I'll show you and then I'll show the others.
Excellent.
If you put a bead, if you're going to do the outside bead, just put one on, you can put it on either side, it doesn't matter, your leading tail or your outer tail,
So on
it
this
doesn't
one
matter.
here?
Yes.
Yeah.
You, as long as they were on the outside ones,
Yeah.
of your three, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go for
I do
him.
tend to hold my breath when I'm concentrating, by the way. So
Okay, you hold your breath
if I
then.
start to go blue.
Oh, yeah, I'm just.
Oh, look at me! I can't even get the. I'm trying to hold it still for the camera as well. There we go. I think I've done it.
Okay, let's get our bead
There
on.
we go.
All right.
Bead on.
Now, when we're working with beads, it's exactly the same. But when you bring, so you can bring that one over, or you're working on that side, aren't you? Bring it over
So
and
do
let
I
it
just
sit.
put one on?
Yeah, you can do as many as you want. We're just demonstrating.
Okay, yeah.
So bring that one over and let it sit over the top of that bead.
Okay.
So it's catching there, yeah?
So it needs
So
to go
now,
this
neighbour
one
up,
down.
neighbour down.
Just hold that down.
Just hold your middle bit. That's it. That's it.
There we go.
And I go home.
And that bead,
Now, when
can
you
you
go-
let it just fall?
When I go home,
Yeah.
what I normally do, if you've got one there, can you see that? Just let them cross over.
Yeah.
So you've trapped it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
Fab.
I go home. You
Yeah.
just cross in. It's exactly the same as
Yeah.
we've done. It's just we've got a load of bead in there. Now, if you want to put a bead now on the other side,
Yeah, I certainly do. Beadtastic.
and this is as easy as that.
So you could just,
while
if you
you-
wanted to, just throw them in wherever you wanted to.
You can put
couldn't
you could put 5 in if you
you could
wanted
put
to.
5 on there.
You know, you were saying earlier they were, I think it was the Fluorite. You could use big ones like that. As long as you just sit it over,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't matter.
Is it that one that go? Do you know what? I've completely forgotten what I'm doing. It's that one that
think
goes
of the
over
rye.
there. That's it, yeah.
Now,
There we go.
because you've got one on that side now,
Yeah.
just see he sits in a little well. bring that over. Now when you take that one up,
Yeah,
just
switch
make sure it's
over the
crossed. There you go.
Okay,
And he's in. And that's all we're doing. It's actually the same if you're doing with the cords as well.
Yeah.
But because this wire is so much easier.
Yeah.
Also, when you're wire working this way, you can work on or off the board. You could work on the board, take it off, do a little bit of free braiding, then put it back on your board, or use the vise. I won't get the vise up quite yet because you're doing that. But what I was going to show was the different... So I always use this as a demo piece because you can see it quite clearly.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we did earlier, and all the pieces are the same, using the same technique. So I always come back to this, and as we already discussed, that's where my basis for all my weaves come from. All we've been doing so far is working on a right or a left weave because we've used 5.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you, you need to know, especially down the bottom here, where you start, how to combine those right and left weaves.
Okay.
It's quite simple. So if I get everything out the way and hopefully people can see me. Then I'll try and add the long gizmo as somebody quite asked about after, but let's do this. So what I've put on here now is the 10 strands you see on there.
Okay.
And all I'm doing is I've laid them all out where they're sat. So all I've done is laid them all out where they're sat. And now I'm keeping one up, one down. And this is just placement of my strands of wire. So one up, one down. So you know exactly that you are actually placing them right. 'Cause you just got a gap in between.
Okay.
So you can see, okay?
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you've got 6 on the
Can
top.
we just tilt that forward a little, just because we haven't got the
Sorry,
overhead camera?
keep
It's
forgetting.
okay. Brilliant, thank you.
Okay, it's actually upside down for everybody at home. Okay, so all I've done is laid them, the full 10, out on the board, and I've taken some down, 4 down, and I'm leaving 6 on the top.
Yeah.
Exactly the same as we've done at the very beginning. Now, it's called placement of your strands then, replacing, and all you do is bring them in together. And that's all I'm doing. And exactly the same movements for this one.
Yeah.
If I could do it once my way.
Okay.
I'm going to cut these off again because, as I say, really the demonstration was going to be about the dragonfly or the butterfly, as you like to call it.
I kind of looked at it and thought it looked like a butterfly.
That's okay. I'll take that. I don't mind. So, so I'll just do it this way, so I can go through it. So all I'm doing then, exactly the same. My right eye in the middle there now goes over to the left,
right?
Because I'm trying to bring the 2 weaves together.
Yeah. Sorry, again, even though it's upside down, can we just tilt it just towards the camera? You can do it upside down. Do it your way first, and then we'll turn it around, just so they can see.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing exactly the same. I'm taking, I'll do it the other way now. So I'm taking my left eye over to my right.
Okay.
And I'm taking my right eye, which originally came to the right, now is going to my left.
Yeah.
So I've crossed it in the middle, that's all I've done.
Yeah.
So I've just taken those and crossed them each way. That's all it takes to bind them together.
Okay.
Okay? Again, that's it.
Yeah.
Carry on now, as I would. Neighbour up, middle down, neighbour up, neighbour down, I go home. And same on this side. Up, down, neighbour up.
Yeah, I will be chanting that in my
Neighbour
sleep
down,
tonight, won't
I go home. So that is all I've done is cross the 2 in the middle.
Okay.
And that creates this.
Oh, so you're kind of just joining them. Oh, wow.
See, it's a little bit thicker at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's the weave that I've done on the bracelet on here as well. Don't know if I can get that off now. So put it on a bit tight.
I love that. Can you manage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just see on that? So it's created that. It's probably a bit easier to see.
That That is so intricate, isn't it? There's so much detail there.
So that is just created because I've crossed those two.
Yeah.
I've joined my right braid with my left braid.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so I'll carry on for a minute.
Yeah.
Doing my right braid. So again, I'm crossing that one over and that one over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Helen. I am sorry.
I know.
It should be back tonight.
Can I tell you, I actually practiced doing the overhead camera at home. That's where it is.
Did
so
you?
I got
Yeah.
that.
Made sure your head was out of the way. Now you've got to tilt it forward as well.
Sorry. I will do it the upside down. Let me just get 1 or 2 done.
Okay.
And then just pull the side, the eye. Just pull the eye in, and it'll bring all those threads together, or all those strands together. There you go. Oops, a little bit tight there, but there we go. Okay, so I'm going to try and do it upside down, but this one's a little bit harder to do upside down, so I'm not sure if I'll get away with this. So I'm just bringing that eye over to that side. I can't see right and left now upside down, can I?
There we go. I know. We couldn't actually make it any more difficult for you, I don't think.
I know. Okay, so where am I? I got to think where I am upside down. I am here. Okay, there we go. Because I'm thinking to myself, where's the middle? Middle, there he is. Middle up, middle down. So that little chant again gets you going. Neighbour up, neighbour down. Oh, now if it comes out or if it breaks, all you do is slip them back in. Not a problem at all. It'll just slip back in.
That's the great thing with the wire. It has got that structure, hasn't it?
And it'll just weave itself back in.
Yeah.
If you run out of wire, add it in. Give it a little curl at the back. Don't cut it off. Just curl it in.
She makes it sound so easy.
It
I've
is.
got some satin cord for you here.
It's
which
not upside
actually,
down though.
Ben and I were saying earlier on, we haven't had this for ages, have we? Yeah, we did used to have it quite often. We've not had it for an absolute age. Lots and lots of satin cord you've got here. Have a look at these. Great for your Kumi himo and great for your macrame as well. I'm loving this multicoloured one here, this gorgeous rainbow colour. You've got your purple satin cord, your rainbow, your red, your white and your yellow, 10 metres of each, both at a millimetre. In gauge there as well. So you're going to get all of these, and we're going to take them down to an incredible low price tag for you. $6.95. Oh. Wow. Just imagine, with all these different colours as well, and you can do it with wire as well, different coloured wires, the designs that you could create with these as well, using all these coloured threads, they're beautiful. And this is something as well, isn't it, Helen, that the children can get involved with.
Great, yes. And especially obviously with the wires, you've got to be a little bit more careful. With the braids and the cord, you don't. They just go, show them what to do. Yeah. And it's such an easy technique to learn. Yeah. And to be honest, my sons had a go and they really start getting into it. Also, don't forget to add your gizmo coils to it as you're going along.
They're so lovely.
All I say with the gizmo coils is if you're going to sell them, if you're using wire, I would just make sure that they're caught in there. Yeah. If you use them on the cords, just get your little snippers and just tuck them in against the cord so that the ends of the gizmo are not sticking out. Yeah. You know, that's all you've got to do.
Doesn't it look fab, the gizmo? I love the gizmo coil in there now. It looks fantastic. It really does. Yeah. That's like your feature piece in a bracelet of that design, isn't it? Yes. Gorgeous. $6.95. Incredible price tag for you there. UNGC78 is your code for this one. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 metres in total. Do you know how much you would need off the top of your head, Helen? Just for if you were making a normal 7-inch bracelet, how much cord? I'm sure you all know, those of you that Kumi himo at home already know, but there is a specific...
Yeah, with wire, I can tell you with what, but with...
what about with wire then, if you were doing a 7-inch bracelet?
Is it double?
It's normally about
something
double,
like
I think.
that.
Yeah.
With wire...
2.5 metres.
Oh, right.
2.5 metres. Wow.
With wire, it's actually less.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much would you use for a 7-inch bracelet then if it was wire?
If it's 7-inch, I've actually written details.
Yeah.
Sort of just.
Don't worry now. We can just pop it on the website maybe for you a little bit later, just so you know if you're making a 7 or 8-inch bracelet, so we know how much wire to use.
Yeah, it's not as much.
Especially if it is different to the cord as well. Brilliant.
The most you use obviously is when you're coiling because of the coils.
Yeah, of course.
But the actual braid is wider than when the cords are braided together.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't need so much.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So we've got down to here. We've got this sort of area. Again, then you just add your gizmo coils.
Okay.
Now, when you're adding gizmo coils, somebody rang or wrote in and said, "Can we use long gizmos?"
Yeah, longer gizmo coils.
Well, I'm going to show you, but I might disappear because I've actually.
Oh, are you going to bring on the workbench?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even joking. This is an actual workbench.
I put it up and yeah.
She got stuck in the doorway coming through.
There you go. And this sits on, I've got it on a trolley at home and it's brilliant. Wheel it in, wheel it. And I've got to say, this is absolutely amazing for everything. Do you want me to talk you through this tool quickly?
Can we got time for that, Phil? Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. Yeah.
So what you've got with the tool is a couple of little really, really good tips. If I get my wire out of there, I can show you.
Okay.
The first good tip is there's a bar. Can you see the bar that runs through there? So what happens is if you undo this, you can move this up or down, which means you can let your wires or your cord drop through there. Okay? There's room. Now on vices normally there's no room and you have to wrap them round the cylinder, but you have that facility first. The next facility you have, I just pop this in. It's a bit slippery on you as well, isn't it? But there we go. So what I've done then, I always clamp with, all this is really old macrame board, this particular one. Your really old Kumi himo boards. Just use them. Don't throw them away. Give them a cut up. I'll tell you a little tip though. If you've got boards that are, say, you've been using a lot of wire on and they're very open, just run them under quite warm water, you know, not boiling hot, but hot water. Give them a little rub down with a little bit of washing up liquid and they actually start springing back to life. And the
good little tip.
Yeah, that's what I've done with most of these. These are older than some of them have actually been through that process.
Wow.
Yeah. So all I'm doing is just to protect my wire. Yeah. It has got rubber clamps on, but I want, you know, we're working against gizmo coils, we're working against wire, our wire hemo. So all I've done is made a sandwich.
Okay.
As I say, you can use anything like that. As you see, the wire sits under there.
Yeah.
Now, when I'm happy where it's going to sit, which is probably about there, that should do it. No, that's... Do I need to be faster or am I okay? Am I okay at the moment? Okay, so the next thing you do is you press this button here at the back, and this is what amazes me. That is the release button.
Oh, wow.
But I haven't got a very strong hand.
Okay.
But if you pull, oops.
Yeah.
Press that and pull, it stays.
Wow.
Now, that's not solid enough. So then you just take that, not over tighten it, because you can break your wires, just enough. Now, you say, well, you're at a funny angle there. It's probably because I was sat on the settee having a go. So all you do is this base one here.
I love that. Just pop that over your lap like a tray.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wheel it round on a trolley.
Oh, you are funny.
I get my gizmo on here.
I mean, most guest designers come quite heavy when they walk through the door with bags and stuff. But there's Helen dragging a workbench as well. And so we were like, wow, this demo is going to be interesting. She get a saw out soon.
Yeah, and my hammers, oh, don't start me on that. Especially working on here, you can use your saw and your hammers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect.
Brilliant.
So you've got this.
Oh, wow.
See the ball action in there. So wherever you are weaving or braiding, you can bring that to you.
Isn't it?
Now obviously I need to bring it all the way down there, but nobody's going to see.
Yeah.
So I'll tighten it up.
Okay.
I'm just going to tighten it on there as well. There we go. And there we have it all set up. So now we're ready for some long, if these will fit on, I'm not sure what we've got there. So this one is...
that is a long gift.
It is a long one, isn't it? Let's see how long we got. Oh, it's an 8.
Oh, just while you're setting that up there, Helen, we've got the hammer and the block here for you as well. I know lots of you have got hammers at home already. This is fantastic. I love this one because it is really, really lightweight. It's great to use. If you saw yesterday, we had the little rivets on with the leather that we used with the tiny little anvil in there. This kind of hammer is perfect for what we had yesterday. You've also got your block in there as well for any of you doing any of your texturing on any of your copper sheets or anything like that. This is perfect. I'll just take that out for you there. So you've got 4 different heads? 6. Yes, of course, there's 2 attached already, silly me. So you just simply take that off the, oops, nearly knocked my coffee over there. Take the end off there and you just attach your attachments on the end by simply screwing those on. And they're all going to give you different effects with your texturing as well. They are fantastic and I love the weight of that, you know. Call them lady tools. They're just easy to use, aren't they? 0800 644 655 KSGC 96, £6.95. Incredible price tag. Brilliant. That's an added to your order price tag, isn't it? Really, really is. Fantastic. And you were just saying you could hammer on this as well.
Oh, I love it. And if you're using even the effect you get from hammering on that little wire, because sometimes the copper comes through slightly, and the effect is fantastic.
Wow.
So you don't be afraid.
Yeah, kind of give you that two-tonal look.
Once you do the wire hemo, give that little hammer, you get a different effect.
Yeah.
Really lovely. So yeah, it's great little tool.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Add that to your order. That is an add it to your order price tag. KSGC 96 is your code for that one. Well done. Okie dokie is lovely.
So back to my favourite, you know, this I just want to stroke this vice. It's just made my life so much easier.
Has it really?
Really has. Because not only can I then, when I got it, I thought, brilliant. Yeah. I can use my long gizmos, as the lady said earlier. How were you doing that? Yeah. Now, because we've learned on the board. Yeah. And now we can do a little bit of freehand. Wow. We've got a long gizmo on there. So all we're doing is we're going to separate them out exactly the same. Okay. And obviously you'd have a gizmo on each one. I've just done it very quickly. So I'm using my finger as my back plate now. So I'm bringing I over to the right. You can't see it, can you? I'll try and, I won't do it against my habit because you won't be able to see it. Can you see that that just comes over?
Yeah. So it's exactly the same.
Exactly
We're just doing it without the board.
But at the moment, yeah, we need to capture those. So all I do is push that down. And it is easy if they've got gizmos on every one. That's all I'm doing.
So basically this tool is like an extra pair of hands for you.
It's perfect. And I suffer a little bit. You know, most crafters do. Yeah. And it's perfect for that. But the other thing is, if you haven't got the gizmos on there, so yeah, you can wire hemo away to your heart's content. Yeah. You can freeform. When you're doing your 10 strands, you can start to split the braiding, which gives the wings. Okay. So you literally, you're doing your 5 up, and then you're splitting it. Okay. Obviously, I've gone back to the 10 strand on that. You know, we went off the 5 to show you. So yeah, so you just go that. Now, if you haven't got your gizmo and you want to do a few more just to show you.
Sorry, Helen.
Are you
sorry, Phil. Which one did you say, lovely? Because there's nothing in there. Ah,
I'm trying to.
Sorry, Helen.
Showing my finger so that people can see what I'm doing. Can you see how easy that is, though, and it's creating a really great look, even just with 2 gizmos in there.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And how dramatic the this colour of wire against the silver. Don't be afraid to mix any of them.
They look really, really good. I love the antique bronze.
So you can carry on like that. Now, if you didn't have the gizmos on there, you can't put the long gizmo on the board because, of course, when you get around, it's going to damage it.
Yeah.
So this is great for that. But what I found is, if I, all you've got to do, if you're like me, is you know, in the television and you think, right, I'm going to do a little bit of wire hemo, pop your board back on.
Okay.
And literally start to braid off that. You've got a gizmo on, so I don't really, but you just start again. So you can literally, and what that does is tighten your weave, your braid, so you get a lot more strength to it. Especially if you're working with 2 or 3 strands at a time, you can really get that tightness in there. It's fantastic. And that will just sit happily in your room until you go back to it.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Or your studio. And this Dremel has been a huge help to me.
That's fantastic. I wish we had that available
But it wasn't until I had that did I start realising I could use the longer gizmos.
Brilliant.
But have I given a little insight into that?
Yeah, you have.
Disappear a second.
I have a little bundle for you here. I've got the wire twisting tool, the gizmo and the jig here for you as well. This is a lovely little bundle, isn't it? There's a lot here for you. The jig, I know lots of you wire workers use, and if you're not too confident with your wire work, then actually the jig is a really handy little tool because that's going to give you consistency in your shapes rather than doing it freehand if you want to. And you can also get a lot of templates offline as well. You know, if you go and have a look online, you can get yourself some templates. I would recommend that you photocopy this. Thank you, Helen. I do it with one hand there. Thank you. There you go. So you can draw out your own patterns at the bottom there if you want to, and I do recommend that you photocopy that beforehand as well, so that will help you out in the future. You've got your little pegs on there as well, which you pop inside into your jig there to give you those patterns. You've got a little bit of practice wire there as well, which I really, really like. So, you know, again, if you just want to have a little practice, you've got a little bit of wire for you there. You've got your wire twisting tool, which is fabulous. It's so quick and easy to use. I've had this a couple of times actually over the last week. You just pop the end on, screw the end on there and just pop your wire in your little holes there and literally just twist away. And again, that gives you your consistency. It means that you can do it really, really quickly. So if you're doing any designs, maybe talk necklaces, and you want to mix up your coloured wires, it looks fantastic. Even if you're just using one colour of your wire, it looks fantastic. And then you've got your, your wire twisting tool and your wire gizmo, sorry.
Can I just say, when the vices are back in, you can actually clamp your wire in the vice, and this is the one I use.
Twist away,
It's fantastic. Everyone else uses the doorknob, but no, use your vice.
Yeah, definitely, if you've got that brilliantly. Yeah, you can just, because a lot of people just loop their wire at the end, don't they? Put that onto the doorknob. As,
you just hold the middle there, that turns round.
Twist away. Really, really easy. And again, you've got your wire gizmo. What size are these ones then, Phil? Oh, the same size, are they? Okie dokie. So you're getting all of this fantastic bundle there. Great for all of you wire workers. At just £8.95. Brilliant. Add it to your order price tag. FTGC19 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655 or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Lots of you multi-buying and lots of you coming in that have been in all day today. I can see that you just can't switch off, can you? I know lots of you were here at the start and you're still here now. Forget the housework, forget any chores you've got to do. They'll still be there later on. I always do that.
Oh, yeah. Can I talk about the jig just for a second, though?
Yeah.
Because I've used this. First of all, I used it in the summer and put a few gemstones in the middle and hung it from the window. So you can make your design. You can make any sort of design and then sort of hang it in the window. But the other thing, I saw one of the other guest designers, the Welsh lady from Oxford. Can't think of her name at the moment. Lovely lady. Anyway, she did a beautiful snowflake. In the same technique using this jig.
Using the jig. I'm sure we'll have lots of text messages in now.
On the Christmas tree.
Perfect. The Welsh lady from Oxford. Well, I'm trying to think who that is. Oh, Alison Tarry. She's a little bit Welsh.
She started about the same time as me, so it's about June. You're probably on your honeymoon, were you?
That's Wendy.
Wendy, is it?
Wendy who's on this evening.
Oh,
Yes, she'll be on
got
after
another
us.
Welsh lady
it's
there.
very Welsh day today, isn't
Yeah.
it? I love it.
So,
Brilliant. Yeah, so again, perhaps Wendy can mention that later on and tell you how she did that. Fantastic. And again, Christmas. Brilliant. £8.95. Fantastic. Okay, Helen, I shall let you carry on. Lovely.
okay, so we've got, we've added a bead. Where's your bead gone? I just wanted to show
Over
that
there.
you have actually added your bead.
Yeah.
So those lovely beads we had earlier. Doesn't matter the size of your bead, it's the same idea. You just trap it in. You found that easy enough, didn't you, Hannah?
Yeah, easy peasy.
And it's really lovely going up the side there. You can use different shapes. And then I was going to show you how you fill them. So these are outlines. So you start off with your wire himo into your shape. Now, you could just bend it round, but I actually wire himo into the shape. So I'm actually creating, sometimes on the board, mostly freehand off my vise.
Yeah.
And then it creates these lovely apertures, such as these on my my demo piece there. Those apertures, then you can fill. This particular one I filled with the friendly plastic.
Yeah.
I've got the lovely ruby and emeralds we had off one show, and a little gizmo coiling going on in there as well. But the biggest one for me now is clay.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll be able to get some clay from you and start doing some clay designs.
Gorgeous.
You can do a free form. I did this with Zena one night.
Yeah.
And it's a butterfly. So this particular one, I thought of a milliner's hat, go on a hat with some feathers.
Wow.
But what I'd like, to do is, well, you can do it for all different things, but brooches.
Oh,
Make amazing brooches.
Especially this time of year when you can start getting your wraps out and your pashminas.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
And you can easily string the beads in there if you wanted, if you didn't want to fill the wings. So it gives you lots of ideas. As we discussed earlier, you can put in your little clasps, because you're not distorting the wire in any way. The weave holds so much, and it will actually take a really large cabochon, a heavy cabochon. Oh, you can't bring those in on me. I want
look
those.
at these. Oh, my I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I've been after those for ages, and I'm here.
Right. Oh, okay. Look, now, hubby, that's Helen's hubby. If you're watching, please buy these.
I need those.
If anybody would like to be Helen's personal shopper, I'm feeling really bad right now. Really, really bad. Now, these are going to absolutely fly. I'm thinking of my projects now.
How many?
There's 100.
Oh, is that all?
That's all we have. You're going to have to be really, really quick. Have we had these before? Are they brand new? They've been on the morning show once before, completely natural. They are exquisite. You know that shop I was talking about in Pembrokeshire? You see, and other shops, not just that particular shop, but lots of shops like that. You see gemstones like this, there might be wire wrapped, a long drop in a pendant. That look is just phenomenal.
Oh, it is.
And it's one of those that just, if you're into, your myth and your folklore and everything about gemstones, you'd just love these, wouldn't you?
Yes.
215 carats of amethyst you've got here. The shapes, the sizes are fantastic. 39 by 13 to 53 by 16 millimetres in size. There are so many. I love, this is my favourite. This one.
I love that.
You love that one there.
Yeah.
What would you do with them then, Helen? Let's just say, for example, you have a personal shopper right now.
Well, I
that's going to buy
do
these.
really like one independent using clay, silver clay.
Yeah.
I've sort of just started into silver clay and absolutely love it. So I would probably encase it with a bit of wire, some silver wire. You could easily use wire hemo in it and make a structure around it. Actually support it with one through the middle.
Yeah.
And just one pendant will do me.
Yeah,
You
just
know, can I
that's what it
say
would take.
satin the cleavage? Perfect.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. £19.95.
Oh.
It would be a question of which one's got you the attention then, wouldn't it? £19.95. AFRU 64. That price tag, I really genuinely did not expect that. As I say here, a lot of Jewellery Maker, it's, you know, it's all very well us bringing you a huge carat weight in a nugget strand, but it's about the carat weight per gemstone. And actually, there's only 5 gemstones here, so per gemstone that works out to about 40 something carats each. Oh my gosh.
Oh my word.
43 carats per gemstone. Amanda in Norfolk times 3.
Oh.
Do you know what? You're going to have to take advantage of the... I've never ever seen anything quite like this here at Jewellery Maker. They are exquisite. And you know, if you went anywhere to any of those shops and tried to buy one of these, just as it is, as a loose gemstone, you know, you could be paying an absolute fortune. Producer Phil just said, do you know what? He likes the idea of popping one of these into the wings, or 2 of these into the wings of the dragonfly.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's perfect idea.
Isn't that just? That would look fantastic. Come on, Phil.
Yeah.
Challenge, Phil. You've got an hour and 15 minutes. Helen in Gwent, well done. Linda in Wakeland, Fiona in Gloucestershire. Maxine in Tennessee, Tricia in Essex, Ria in County Durham, Amanda, you've got 3, Jan in Gloucestershire, Fiona in Aberdeenshire, Isabel in Angus. If you're coming through on the phone lines right now, you need to be checking out your baskets. £19.95. Lisa in Gloucestershire says, this has been the best DI in a long time. It's so nice to get some new techniques and inspiration.
Oh, that's kind.
Thank you, Lisa in Gloucestershire. That's lovely. And another text from Helen in Gwent says, just got in from school run. Got you on, Helen, if you want it.
Oh, my word. People are so kind.
Oh,
yes,
that's lovely.
That's very kind. And I'll sort you out later.
Oh, and Amanda in Norfolk, absolutely loving the show. Am I okay to use raw copper on this wire? Wire hemo, on this wire hemo, as I'd like to patina it once.
Yes, perfect. Absolutely perfect. You can do so much with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no problem at all. I work a lot in copper. Love it.
Brilliant. So you can just add that in there.
You can do you actually can do whatever you want with it.
Take it wherever you want.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Margaret in Murray says, oh, Helen, your creations are out of this world. JM, please have Helen make a DVD ASAP.
Oh, bless.
I'm a novice to jewellery making, but she is so inspirational.
Oh,
and amazing. Karen in Nottinghamshire says, hi Helen / Hannah, loving the designs. Does it matter if the wire is not straight whilst working the design?
No, actually, it doesn't.
Okay.
First of all, if you're gizmoing and your wires starts to bend, you just bring it over to the left against the little bar, and as you're winding through, it straightens itself back out. Oh. But also, if you, especially when you're first starting and you haven't got the tension quite right, or the tension alters on the board, you just, I did mention it earlier, you just condition it with your cloth.
Pop it through.
And pop it through here. Yeah, it's a round one, it still works. It has worked. I do, you know, I just start off at the top, wind it through, and that'll bring your braiding back together, and nobody will know that you've got a bit of a loose or wonky strand. Can I, while I'm here, I just want to say a quick hello to my friend Helen, who I think has just the one that wrote in there. Is Helen Cook and her son Aidan, and I know they're avid fans of Jewellery Maker. So thank you everybody. It's very kind.
Maybe you could be my personal shopper too. That'd be great. She's already on it. First DI, and she's got a personal shopper on it straight away. Well done if you've got those. They are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to try and get some of those as well.
Do you know what? They are stunning. On a, you know, I know they don't always like us talking about the sort of other realms of that, the amethyst. But they're so spiritual, aren't they? You can't help but...
That's what I was saying, you know, in those shops and in a long pendant, you know, at craft fairs.
You've got to mention it, haven't you? Because
you have to.
That's what people go for. And this particular shape is a particular favourite as well of people that enjoy their spiritual and their healing, if you
Yeah,
like. You know,
definitely,
that
the healing properties.
And the lovely feel-good factor and the well-being.
Definitely. Well done if you got those. Well done you as well, because you've got them now. Brilliant. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes, I think, left.
Oh gosh,
I know.
Right then.
Where's the time gone?
So, I've done a little flower there.
Yeah.
This is why I did the gizmo flowers earlier.
Okay.
Is it gone? They're gone, have they? Right, they're gone for photographs probably. A little gizmo wire earlier because, as you can see, when you make a little flower, which again is on there, 5, exactly the same, your 5 strands. I haven't added gizmos into this, I've just added 5 strands, and literally I've just taken it round and round and round as I'm going. Yeah. And each time it loops past each other, you just take your end wire, poke it back through, start again. So it actually creates that. Okay. Now, when you get to this sort of thing, you add your clays in there. You come into a different realm now. Okay. If you've added those beautiful little rose quartz we had earlier, amazing little beads in there as well, against the little silver round beads we had, or even those long ones. We had some longer ones earlier. You could create some amazing shapes. So if, when you're first starting and you just want to make a long strand, and literally, we haven't got a long strand there at the moment, have we? Let's use this. Okay. You could literally, just gently, with your fingers, bring it round. That's all you're doing. Yeah. When you're starting, if you wanted to. And you can put a wire through the middle and then you'll get a flower. Can everybody see what I'm doing there? So all I'm doing is manipulating this. Now I like to call this the dragon weave, because can you see now that there's like a dragon, like the Chinese dragon shape? Yeah. That is just the 5 weave we've been doing all morning, 2 strands. Okay. That's all we've done is created that. Wow. Now this particular one, I was going to show you how to add your beads in. I know we haven't got long now, so I'll just tell you, when you come to add in one of your beads, it goes through the middle strand. Yeah. Don't be afraid to take away a strand or add a strand. Okay. So because we've got 10, we've put a bead on the middle one, we're only going to have 9 to weave with or braid with. So you just add one in, that's all you do. And then at the back, where it sticks in, coil it round. Okay. That's all we're doing.
So if you're adding a wire in there, essentially you'd end up with 11 wires. Do you take that one back out?
Yes. Yeah. So when I get to the top then, I'll take that one back out. Okay. Because I don't need it now. I'm going back to my braid.
So you just literally snipping it off?
You can add colours, you can add as you want. Yeah. Snip it off, work it back in. So literally I'm going to take one of these. I usually go for an outside one just because it's easier to curl. So I'm just going to say it broke even. Yeah. You know, it doesn't have to be that. Take it off there. Oh, these are another amazing tool.
Look, you've got them all, haven't you, over there, the zero pliers?
I'm just addicted to them. So I've got just coil it in. We all know how to coil, I would think, by now. Just bring that little coil in. And it just tucks in there and sits lovely against the skin. The lady was saying about the copper. If you wanted to, you could actually use your Dremel again, the heat torch, and the where you can add. I can't think what it's called now, but you've got all the different Dremel tools. You can do different things. Yeah. And actually, that will sit on there, and it'll actually stick to the wire.
Sorry, Helen, just to interrupt. Which pliers were you using there? Because we have got some available.
Oh, right. Well, these are the ones I've been using today.
Chain nose.
These are fantastic. Flat nose. I use them all, to be honest. I've
She's got them all over there, I tell you.
Yes, I've got these are my favourite. Now, how do you know these are my favourites? Clay.
Oh, yeah.
Clay all over these.
We do have some of them available for you, actually. Phil's going to put the graphicals on screen now. So how do you find them then, Helen? Because every other guest designer, because obviously this is the first time I've worked with yourself today, every other guest designer has said once they started using them, they cannot go back to using anything else.
I'm the same. As you see, I have got loads of tools.
Yeah.
They're all JM. I've started with the basic tools and I worked my way up. But now I've got to these. These are the only ones I will ever buy again.
They're amazing, aren't they?
I understand people want to start somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
And the other thing with all the tools that you supply, they're such good quality. Even your own brand ones are brilliant, and I started with those. But I've got to say, when you're a wire worker, these are much more intricate.
Yeah.
Even the flush cut pliers,
you can see,
you can get right in those little wings. You can get right into the detail, which most, well, no other sort of tools has ever done for me before.
Yeah. Well, the Zero Maids, they're all built for it, and you can see actually because Helen does have a selection.
Dirty,
you can see they're all well used, but you can see how fine the tips are on all of them, you know, and whatever pliers we're bringing you, we always say to you, know, they're made for precision, they're made for the absolute professional. It's great to start off with our tools, you know, and if you teach as well and you need a lot of tools, great to start off with ours. But these, you know, if you're doing wire work in particular, you know, any chainmail, these allow you to get into some really, really tight spaces because they are so fine. They're brilliant, aren't they? $15.95.
And they're perfect in the hand, as I say, I've got a few hand problems. And yeah, they're perfect in the hand, so comfortable. But what I love even more is they've got a really good spring mechanism. I'm not sure how it works, but there's no...
It's so easy,
the resistance. You haven't got to open and close. I think this one older one, and see how you've got to open and close? No good.
Yeah.
There you go, you're there.
They're fabulous. And again, 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you've never tried them before, but you quite like to give them a go, go for it. Just go for it. $15.95, 30 days to think about it. Entirely up to you. Do you know, once you've started, you just won't go back.
No, you won't.
Aren't they?
You really won't.
They're fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Helen, and teaching me Kumi himo, because I've never ever done it before. So I've done it now.
Brilliant. Well, you can do it, as I say, it just doesn't limit you just to the wire. You can use all those sari threads we had earlier. You can put your gizmo coils on there.
Endless,
a whole
isn't
new
it?
world.
Yeah,
you can keep that one.
Pieces.
You keep the board as well.
Thank you. Oh,
and then you can have a little fiddle.
Yeah, I'm going to have a go tonight now. Get myself some chords before I go home as well. Well done to all of you that have managed to get yourself some pieces this afternoon. Incredible DI from Helen. She will be back with myself very, very soon. I'm going to go and put my order in when I come off now. I don't come off yet. I've got another hour, actually. I've got another hour of bonkers deals for you. So please, please don't go anywhere. Helen is staying with us for another hour. So go and get yourself a fresh brew, and I'll meet you back here in just a few.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and